Well, hello, Eagle fans, and welcome to the Week 4 Coaches Show. I'm here with Coach Stephen Fitzhugh. I'm Daniel Kirkendall, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, McDonald's, for bringing you this week's Coaches Show. We're going to talk about a little bit about the game that was last week, Coach. Good win against the Delhi Bears. Moved to 3-0 on the season. What was the score? 52-6. So another big offensive output and a good win for the Eagles. Coach, before the game, you had senior night, and you recognized all your seniors. Talk a little bit about this senior class so far this year.
I'll tell you, just very proud of them. We have 11 guys on the field, 2 managers that are seniors that, just a special group. And again, very proud of the way that these guys have stuck it out through the years. Because I believe we just have about 3 of them that have been starters. 2 of them full time as juniors, another one part time. But you got all those other guys that have stuck it out through the years that they're having, for this opportunity to be the guys that it's their turn to step up, carry on the tradition, and they're doing a great job. And it's exciting to see the way that they've stepped in. And again, guys that last year you did not hear their name a whole lot because they were sometimes doing the backup role and things such as that. But, you look at the games that Cam Boyan has already had as a receiver, as a go-to guy that he makes remarkable plays each week. And so, again, it's things like that, him and again, Melton with his big interception. Cooper has 2 on the year now. And just the different guys that have stepped up and made things happen. Our offensive line, we got 4 seniors up there that are doing a great job. Jackson Mann and Stacy playing the center for the first year. Bo Gregory at tackle, and so he saw a lot of action last year. And then John Turner steps in this year and willing to do whatever the team needs and doing a great job on the offensive line. And all those guys, most of them are double dipping and playing some on the defensive line, trying to keep a fresh rotation. But Eli Red stepped in at corner and, is a new position for him and done well. And then, of course, again, the guys that have been there, Stacy and Eldridge there on defense, are just showing that leadership that they realize, hey, it's our turn. We're the guys that have been out there with the most experience through the years. And they're stepping up and showing that leadership. And so, it's been real big, and of all those guys just doing a great job. And again, I'm very proud of them, very proud of their leadership, their attitude, and just the energy and leadership that they're bringing to the team.
Yeah, so we win the game 52-6. Okay, and so the game starts out. We win the coin toss and defer. So we're kicking off to start the game, and we come out and. Just a beautiful onside kick that we recover, and that's something we've seen Gavin do twice. That kind of roll kick. I don't know if you have a name for it. Roll. Yeah. That's what it is. He hits it just enough to travel about 10.5 yards, and then he recovers it, and that's happened twice. So we get the ball to start the game. Okay, we go on a 3-play drive. All 3 plays are passes to Cam Boyan, who you mentioned a minute ago, and we cap it off with the touchdown. 2 completions. 2 or 3 on that drive, if I remember right, and then touchdown. And you touched on Cam Boyan, but he had those plays that on the first drive with the touchdown. He had several other catches that night, but that's a good way to start off the game. Then Delhi gets the ball, 1 play, 49-yard touchdown. I want to talk about that play just for a minute because that's the first points that we've allowed this season. And for those who watched the game, all he had to do was just not drop the ball. He was wide open. So can you tell us what happened on that play?
We had 2 guys bust coverage, and so they made the most of that opportunity that we didn't do things correctly on. So that's something that. Again, I hate to make those mistakes, but hopefully you learn from it and don't make that same mistake again.
Well, I guess that's a good game to make a mistake if you're going to learn from because that was it for their scoring. They scored 6 points on that drive, and they only have 6 yards the rest of the game. So you made the adjustment, and your defense really stepped up for the rest of the game and made it tough on the Bears to move the ball. After that, we get the ball back. and we score, and I think we score or we miss a field goal. I can't remember what happened there. I think we missed a field goal, and then the next 3 possessions that Delhi has, they have an errant snap over the punter's head. Cooper Russell gets the interception, and then Eli Gray has a fumble recovery. But you get the ball inside the 20-yard line 3 times in a row. You talk about field position. I mean, that's a big deal.
Huge. That's a real big deal. And again, that's what you battle for, is get that field position, and again, opportunity to score, whether it's touchdowns or field goals. And obviously, we love the touchdowns more, but offense did go out and capitalize on those, and so it was a great way to start.
Yeah, so Cam ends up with another touchdown. Cam Vullion later in the game went over 100 yards. I just thought he had a great game. Patrick Turpin, I thought he had a good game because the catches that he had, he really was tough to bring down after he caught the ball. And so he had a really good game catching the ball and getting yards after the catch. We did struggle a little bit. The quarterback to receiver, and it was Patrick had a couple drops and Luke had some errant throws. Luke finished the night 9 of 22, so it wasn't quite as efficient as the previous week. And I understand that those games are going to happen. You can't be perfect every game, but it was good to see our offense be able to bounce back. But when you have a guy like Macon Leonard, who through the first 3 games has just really kind of been a model of consistency, carrying the ball, and not fumbling the ball. One of your seniors had 4 touchdowns in that game, so it's really good to be able.
Yes, and that's one of those seniors that, again, I did mention a while ago, but a guy who served as a backup last year. But yes, he goes out and has a 4 touchdown game that, again, doing an outstanding job. And so again, just all these seniors. I mean, it is. Just brings a lot of joy to see those guys excelling as they are. So, I mean, a 4 touchdown game has not happened a whole lot in OCS history. So that was really big.
Well, I'll get the media guy this week, and I'll be able on at the game on Thursday night, and I'll be able to talk about how many times that has happened. So it was a great win, and I guess really kind of the overshadowing event of the night was an injury. James McGee hurts his leg, and that's really kind of it really kind of dampens the mood a little bit when something like that happens. I do want to ask about injuries, though. What's the situation going into next week with injuries? I know James is going to be out, and hope and pray for a speedy recovery for him. It looks like everything's.
He had a good surgery, and he actually was at our JV game this week, and so. That was great to be able to see him out there so soon to watch, and so it's going to be something he'll be non-weight bearing on that. But thankful he did not tear any ligaments in addition to that break, and so besides him injury wise, Edwards is still nursing his ankle injury, getting it well.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He hopes to be able to play next week. So, Coach, we we had the onside kick, and we saw a variation of kicks from Gavin. One of those, though, he had 2 field goal attempts. One of those, you could tell that something obviously went awry. It's hard to see, between the snap and the hold and the kick, but something went awry. Do you know what happened on that first one that he missed?
I think may have just hit it a little bit higher than he normally does.
Yeah, well, he gets another opportunity.
He did make the most of that next opportunity, career long.
Well, it's a career long, but I think he had plenty of room to spare.
Yes.
On that. It was a 43-yarder, and he kicked it almost to the track from 43. I think he had probably 50 plus from that.
Yeah, I think so. And I think he'll have that opportunity, again this year.
Well, it sure is fun to watch him, do his thing out there, and it's kind of like in the booth with me and David Gordy. We always try to kind of think about what he might do on each kickoff, and most of the time we're wrong. Sometimes we get it right, but we talk about him each week and just the weapon that he is on special teams. And again, that's a big deal. We talked about the field position after the 3 turnovers where we get the ball inside the 20, but your kicking game has such a major role in your field position. And when you have a guy like Gavin, it's the field goals, it's the extra points. Which, by the way, I do want to mention he's currently the all-time leader in consecutive extra points, and I think he's over 60 now. And so, we'll go down as one of the best kickers in OCS history,
without a doubt.
And
we've had some great ones.
Yes, yep. So Gavin, it's great to have Gavin, and he can throw the ball as well. So other than that, the first quarter seemed like it took forever. We score those 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. And then we eventually get to the 42-point mark, and we have the running clock. And so the second half went by pretty quickly. But I thought it was interesting. I was looking at the stats, and Cooper Thomas is our our leader in yards per carry. So he came in the other night, a freshman, and I said it on the air, but he reminds me of Zach White, his build and kind of the way he runs the ball. And, they played a JV game last night. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. How'd that JV game go, Coach?
It went well with the JV 128-6, and offense did a lot of things well. Defense played solid, and so, those guys are getting out there, getting after it, and making the most of their opportunities.
We were up here practicing for the 3rd and 4th grade, and I saw the boys after the game coming off the field from the JV game, and they seemed really happy about a good performance. It sounded like. So, Coach, the last thing I want to ask about as we go into Week 4 is, the last 3 years we've been kind of spoiled as Eagle fans. Expectations are set really high. We knew we had a talented team. This year, kind of the media and the PR is a little bit quieter. We don't have as many players being mentioned in, as players of the week or the Elite 11 or anything like that. Kind of living in obscurity right now, kind of flying under the radar. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer the accolades, or does it?
It doesn't matter. We got to show up every week and play. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, whether there's attention. It's always great for your program to receive attention for the things that are going on. But we're out there to get better each and every week, regardless of whether we're winning games, losing games, whatever. Our overall theme for this program is seize the day. Make the most of each and every day that the Lord gives you, and use what He has given you to get better today, and make others better. And so, again, that's doesn't bother us at all. We're gonna go out and we're gonna work hard each and every day, regardless of whether what media is saying or whatever. We're going to go out and work hard.
Yeah, I guess it's better to get that attention and accolades later in the season than it is early in the season, and then maybe disappoint somebody. I don't know. So set the expectations too high, but it is. I love that mantra, just to take it one day at a time. Coach, I appreciate you shedding some light on the game this last week, and as we look forward to the season, we want to get to know some of our seniors, and so we're going to sit down with some of them throughout the week. We'll have a few here in just a minute, so stick around and get to know some of our seniors.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to the McDonald's Coaches Show here at Ouachita Christian School. We go to the games on Friday nights, and we get to see these guys play, and I'm here with 2 of our seniors that play on Friday night, number 3, Macon Leonard, and number 5, Andon Melton. You'll see Macon playing running back pretty much the whole game, and you'll see Andon on the defensive side of the ball playing safety or cornerback, somewhere back there, trying to keep the other team from scoring. And I want to talk to these guys, give all of our fans a chance to get to know them outside of the Friday Night Lights. And so the first thing I want to ask you guys, outside of the Friday Night Lights, what do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do for fun, Macon? What other hobbies or sports do you play?
Another sport that I play is track. I like track a lot. I was blessed to go run at track nationals in Jacksonville, Florida in June. And I was labeled 2-time All-American there, placed in 2 events. So, track's my probably my number 2 sport behind football.
Yeah. What events do you participate in track?
The Open 400 is probably my best event, and then while I was at Nationals, I was on a stacked 4x1 team, which I was the first leg on that.
Okay. And you've got several state championships from track here at Ouachita Christian.
Yes, I do.
Very
We
nice.
four-peated, but I have three of those rings.
Nice. Hoping for another one in the spring, right?
No doubt.
Yeah. What about you, Andon?
I play basketball. Been playing for 4 years. Also, like during the summer, I play AAU. Kind of travel basketball, so I really like playing basketball.
All right. Well, I mean, these guys will be out there in the spring and in the winter playing their sports, and it's a good time to come out and support these student athletes. And we know all the students at OCS have an opportunity to be involved in different activities, different sports and competitions. And so you'll see these guys around campus outside of football. So when it comes to football, though, this year, both of you guys have really been a prominent presence with our team. You're seniors this year, and you've kind of moved into new roles. So I want to ask you first, Macon. Last year, you rotated in and out at running back. Kind of give Zach a spell at running back. You were kind of and this may not be official, but it seemed like you had kind of a specialty skill set with the outside runs, using your speed. But this year's a lot different. You're carrying the ball, you're playing every down, and you're running the ball a lot between the tackles. And I think you had to anticipate that was going to be the case coming into this season. So what are some things that you've done to prepare yourself for your role this year?
Well, I went to a lot of camps over the summer, and speaking with running back coaches, coaches that have offered me or haven't offered me yet, they definitely want to see some versatility with me in the backfield. So, it's okay. Like, you have some backs who do. That is their specialty, is run to the outside. But with my size, I can also go downhill. So they want to see me run between the tackles, and I think I've executed that pretty well. And so that's what some of those coaches wanted to see. So that's what I worked on over the summer, is just running downhill and using my speed wherever I needed to go.
Well, you've done great this season, and it was kind of a good surprise to see your ability to run, with behind your blockers there, instead of just beating everybody to the corner, which you can still do that. But you also, I mean, how do you feel about our backfield, our running back core this year? You and Jude, I feel like y'all are a good complement to each other on the field a lot at the same time. So
yeah, I love it. I mean, we didn't expect Jude to be in the backfield really the whole time, because we were going to have John, but John got moved to guard, and which is working out perfectly. And then Jude, I mean, he runs just like John. I mean, they both carried the ball, so being a good fullback, you act as if you have the ball, so you're running the exact same gap that I'm about to go through. So it's great running behind Jude. He paves a good way.
Yeah. He opens that hole up for you pretty good. Seen him make some great blocks, and of course, then you've made some. You've had several great runs where you've made cuts and finished them, and it's been fun to watch you just through the first 3 weeks of the season. And Andon, on the other side of the ball, last year you kind of contributed at wide receiver, and you would rotate in and out at defensive back. But this year, every meaningful play that we've had on defense, you've been out there kind of I think at the safety position. And I've noticed, and I think I said something at the scrimmage that we had over at Ruston. I said, I think Andon's gotten faster. So do you feel like you've gotten faster in the offseason?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah.
All the workouts, Coach Billing puts us through, and like all week, just doing all the stuff that he gets us to do, I feel like it makes us faster and gets us stronger for the season.
Okay, and you got good size. I mean, you got great size for a safety, and we've played. We're 3-0 right now, and we've played teams. I guess Delhi was really the first team that focused on the pass, and so you had to defend the pass, but. You've done a great job. I think week 2 you had an interception return for a touchdown, and when I was watching that, I was up in the booth and I could see it kind of unfold, and it was almost like slow motion. I saw you break on the ball, and I was like, he's going to take that to the house, and you did. So talk about the feeling when you see a quarterback hang a ball up in the air like that.
Yeah, so we were in Coach Fitchie checked a man last second, and the first thing I saw him do was step backwards, and I started running downhill. and I knew that he turned that way to throw it, but he's kind of in the way of the offensive lineman, so I couldn't really see where the football exactly was, and it was just right there. Right when I caught it, just green grass. I was just running.
Yeah, and there's probably not much better than that. So I do have a question for you. Okay, so you had that interception, you returned it for a touchdown. Also in the preseason, you made a fantastic. There's one play that sticks out where you got a tackle for loss. You stepped up. It was probably 6 or 7 yards deep. So would you rather intercept a ball and take it to the house, or force a fumble and then scoop it and score?
I'd really say force a fumble and scoop it and score.
Yeah.
Make a big hit. I feel like that'd be more fun.
Yeah, that really gets the crowd into it, and then, it's been fun watching. You've got 8 tackles on the season, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass defended, and, of course, the 70-yard interception return. And like I said, we've been tested a little bit, but I think as the season progresses, our secondary will be tested a little bit more. And we've got kind of a senior-heavy defensive backfield, and I think that's helped out our defense a lot. So, are you looking forward to those challenges coming up in the season?
Yes, sir. I think the more games we play, they're going to start throwing the ball more. So I think we're going to be ready for when we play some good teams down the road.
Yeah, that's good. It's hard to run on our defense, and so I think we've only allowed that one big play last week. But other than that, y'all have done a great job.
Yes, sir.
Making on the other back to the offensive side of the ball. Through 3 games, you have 277 total yards. Week 1, you had 98 yards and a touchdown. Week 2, 107 and a touchdown. Week 3, 84 yards and 4 touchdowns. I love the touchdowns, and I know you do too. But as far as the yards go, those are pretty consistent, and I think that's what we've seen from you. Your consistency: 0 fumbles on the year and 6 touchdowns. So, what's your? Do you like running between the tackles like we talked about earlier, or would you rather just have a race to the edge and try to beat anybody?
I actually like running between the tackles. I've been playing with the groin strain the past 2 weeks, and thankfully, our defense have been doing their job, so we haven't had to play after half. But running outside the tackles, that kills my groin because of just striding out there. But running between tackles, I definitely like that more. And then back to the yards, I'm just trying to stay right there, consistent around 100 yards, be on pace from maybe I can get 1,200, break 1,200.
Yeah, I've noticed an improvement in your patience, letting those blocks set you up, set the lane up for you to run through. Is that something that you worked at practice a lot in the off season?
Yeah, I worked at practice, and I just watched a lot of running backs because it's a lot about watching and seeing what they do.
All right, so I mentioned the results from the last 3 years. What would you say? And I was both of you. I was you first, and you may agree or you may have something to add, Andon. But as a team, what are your goals for this season? What are your team goals for this season?
Well, we're already close to midway through and we're undefeated, so I definitely want to keep that undefeated title throughout the season. And then when we get to playoffs, I want to show that what we've been doing through the regular season isn't just because of the competition we've been playing, and that we can do it to any of these schools when it comes playoff time. And then I want to be playing in New Orleans in December.
Absolutely, yeah, same thing. So if you look at our schedule, it kind of sets up nicely. It looks like the competition gets a little bit more stiff each week, and we finish. Week 8 we got Mangum, week 10 Oak Grove, and hopefully that'll set us up for when we do make the playoffs and make a run. We'll be prepared for that. All right, last question I want to ask you guys. Megan, next year, you graduate in May, and do you have any plans for next year? Do you have any options on the table right now? What's going on?
I think I have somewhere between 12 and 13 official offers. A lot of them are in the GAT conference. That's Division II, Harding, SAU, UAM. A lot of those colleges, and then a lot of D3. Some of those for dual sports if I want to go run track and play football there. But I've actually been talking to some bigger schools between these first 3 weeks of the season. That's what the coaches really want to see is your first 3 weeks. And I'm supposed to talk to a Southeastern coach today. Willie Fritz, the Houston head coach, I talked to him last week, Rice University. So I'm talking to some bigger schools, and I don't know where it's going to lead to. I don't know if it'll lead to a scholarship, partial, PWO. But I definitely want to play ball at the next level.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. But you are looking to play football next year.
No doubt.
All right, that's awesome. And then what about your plans? Is there do you know where you're going to school? Do you have options on the table? What's going on?
Nah, I'll probably just go to LSU and major in kinesiology. That's my plan right now.
Okay, kinesiology. What do you want to use that kinesiology degree for?
Kind of be a physical therapist. So.
All right,
Yes, sir.
very cool. Well, I'm going to tell you something, fans. If you get to know these guys off the field, they're fantastic. I had them in class a couple years ago. I get to talk to them about football all the time now, and we're going to look forward to watching them this Thursday night against Madison. What do you guys expect from Madison? What are you looking forward to about this game?
Done by half. Go handle our business. Done at halftime.
Yeah, look sharp. You look sharp the first half, and take care of your business, and look forward to the next week. Homecoming's next week, so well, definitely appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time. You're probably supposed to be in class right now.
Yeah,
so,
appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. Well, not anytime, but I do appreciate you guys taking the time and talking to the people that support you guys, and we look forward to the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll fulfill those dreams of making a run to New Orleans again. So
that sounds good.
So number 3, Macon Leonard. Number 5, Andon Melton. Come on out Thursday night and watch them in Madison as we take on Madison. And we'll be right back with Coach Fitzhugh after the break.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, Coach. So again, win 52-6, move to 3-0, and now we begin district play next week. It's going to be kind of a busy week. It's district play opener, and it's homecoming. Talk a little bit about how your schedule, your practice schedule, and things like that change during a week like homecoming week.
Well, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we again, our main priority is take care of our business on the practice field and game field, and so. With a shorter week this week, we accelerated things, which plan on Thursday night. We'll come back and we'll watch film on Friday. And then next week during homecoming week, again, we treat it as a normal week. Tell them, hey, dress up, have fun during the school day, all that. But when it's time to put on the helmets in the afternoon, we have a job to do, and we need to execute, do things right. And so, again, it's a great time for people to come back and visit their alma mater, things such as that. And again, we just realize how special it is that there will be some people that this will be the only game that they come to next week for homecoming. Mm-hmm. But again, we just take it one day, 1 week at a time, and go out to practice each day. And we don't change up a whole lot at practice. We're going to do the same fundamentals and work on getting better each day.
Well, so this week we have Madison. We travel to Madison. It's a Thursday night game. What can we expect from this Madison team?
I tell you, they have a very talented football team. I feel like looking at them defensively, they're going to bring a lot of pressure. And so it's going to be really important for our offensive line to communicate with each other. But they do a good job of bringing pressure defensively. Offensively, they run the spread that they're going to line up 4 wide receivers every single time, sometimes 5. And I really feel like this quarterback that we're going to see this week is the most accurate of all passers that we've seen to this point. When you look at him on film, his mechanics, he has a great quick release. And he could do some things that will hurt us. And so our secondary is going to have probably the biggest challenge that they've had yet.
So next week during homecoming, your practice schedule is going to be the same. You're just going to continue with your typical schedule. But what about when a Thursday game? What do you have to adjust on when your game is a day earlier?
We just basically skip out on that Monday fundamental days, and we just accelerate everything on Tuesday and realize we move straight into that Tuesday. That Monday is usually a lot of walk through, talk through, teaching stuff in preparation for Tuesday's practice. And so when we have a Thursday game, we just, like I say, we miss out on that. Try to get them to scouting reports and stuff a little bit earlier. that they can take a look at that. And we jump straight into our main Tuesday practice, and we're able on the second day of the week, on a Thursday practice week, we don't have to be limited to just team only. Like on a regular week, Wednesday is just team practice only, Team O, Team D, with it being a shortened day that we need to get out, be done by 5:15 for church services that night. When it's a shortened week, well, Tuesday, we can stay out there and go a little bit longer if we need to, and we can add in a pass scale or whatever we need to, because we're not pressed with any time issues that evening. And so, but we're able to get it all in.
Okay. All right, Eagle fans. Well, remember, this week it's a Thursday night game. Yes, sir.
Clear bag policy this week. As we head to Madison Parish, their school has a clear bag policy. So that's something that everyone, clear bags, clear water bottles, whatever it may be, they have a clear bag policy that we'll need to adhere to.
Okay, that's good information. Especially when we're on the road, somebody else's field. And do we have any history with Madison? Have we played them before?
We have. We have played them as Madison Parish back in 2013 and 14. They are a consolidation of the schools McCall and Tallulah, which we have played each of those schools. Tallulah, we were playing them back in the 80s. McCall, I know we were playing them in the early 90s. And so we have played each of those schools in the past.
Okay, so Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Madison. I guess it's in the town of Tallulah would be where the address is, but it's right off the interstate. Pretty direct drive. Hope all the Eagle fans, you can make it out there. You can watch our Eagles play against Madison in Week 4 of this season. And, Coach, I want to thank you so much for your time and your transparency when it comes to your program and what you guys are doing. I get to do the radio, but I'm also a huge fan. Love watching these kids go do the things that they love to do, watch them compete and succeed. And I know all of our fans do too. So I want to wish you good luck, your team good luck, and hope all of you can make it out there. We'll continue in Week 5 with our McDonald's Coaches Show next week. And until then, go Eagles.
Taysom Hill plays a big role in that football team. Okay, Taysom Hill. I'm just saying,
So
Do
you like Taysom Hill because he's a Saint, or do you like the Saints because they have Taysom Hill?
Oh, I like the Saints.
Yeah,
Man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm a Saints fan. Who
Yeah,
dat? But
yeah.
but by the same token, I mean, Taysom Hill is one of those outstanding players that I think he makes the entire the entire team, at least on the offense. Is he playing receiver? Is he playing running back? I think he can do all of those things, and it really keeps defenses guessing. And when he's on the sideline and unable to participate, I think the Saints, they take a step back. It's just, that was an interesting game to watch. Well, the Eagles have completed their pregame warm-ups. I don't know. Coach Fitzhugh's brought them out. Listen, if you're going to pick a night to hang out outside, it's a nice, cool breeze going on down on the field. I think, Daniel, what we found is Mike, we're having some trouble with Mike's audio, so we're unable to reach out to him down on the sideline. But what we will do is we'll take our second break as we're about 10 minutes from getting tonight's contest underway. Come back and join us for more of the pregame. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the right, humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine here on Darbone Lake, 110 Old Highway 15 in Farmerville, Louisiana. We have all your needs to have a great day on the water. From bass fishing, we carry a full line of products and services. Come check out our impressive lineup of Ranger bass boats, pontoon boats, and aluminum boats as well. Give me a call today, 318-368-8922. Ludwig Marine would like to say go Eagles.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm Home and Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
This is Coach Fitzhugh. Thanks for listening to Ouachita Christian Football on the OCS Eagle Football Network. And now back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Fitzhugh. Don't you love being introduced by Coach Fitzhugh? As he welcomes everybody inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. We are in Tallulah, Louisiana. I'd like to welcome you into another edition of Ouachita Christian Eagle Football. We are about 7 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. We are still trying to work out a few technical difficulties, Daniel, but the biggest technical difficulty of the night was trying to find a place to play this football game, and it looks like in about 6 minutes we're actually going to play that game right here in Tallulah.
Hey, it's time for some football now.
Absolutely. Only moments from moving this game over to or back to Ouachita Christian School. The Eagles have made their way out of the locker room and getting ready to make their way onto the field. As we, as of yet, have not seen the Jaguars as they continue to looks like maybe continuing a little pregame preparation over there in the locker room, as the Jags are going to need to make their way out to the field at some point.
Yeah, well, the Eagles are heading to the sideline. They just ran through the banner, and they're ready to play.
The officials for tonight's contest down on the field as they get ready to get things underway. It looks like we're about 6 minutes away from tonight's kickoff. Nice crowd, a good group of Eagle fans making their way over from Monroe tonight to take in tonight's contest. A really well-lit field, a really nice place to play football over here in Tallulah. Great facilities for high school football as we get ready to get tonight's contest underway. Across the field, want to apologize. We'd love to go down to Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike having we're having some technical difficulties with Mike's equipment again, and if we get that worked out, we'll be able to go down and speak with him. As the Jaguars make their way onto the field.
Oh, there they are.
Jaguars come into tonight's contest wearing blue pants, yellow trim, blue jerseys with yellow trim, and blue helmets with a yellow face mask and some yellow trim.
Hey, I got some good news.
Tell me what the good news
Hey,
is.
we got Mike's equipment. It's on the way back down there to him. We should be good to go here in about 2 minutes.
So what you're saying in short is that Brandon McQuillan was able to make the magic happen. Is that what we're saying?
Well, I am saying that. A lot of times when you have a certain situation, always look at the simplest solution. We needed new batteries. So apparently we gave Mike an old battery last week, and I don't know.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. No, I mean, again, I hate to go back to this, but doesn't Mike own a battery store?
Well, I mean, if there's anybody that can get a battery, it's Mike.
I would think so. I would think he would have a really, really easy time making that happen. But I think Mike pointed out that we had a battery issue with some other equipment last time, and Mike did point out to us, hey, those weren't my batteries.
Yeah, that's the wrong brand. That's
exactly.
the wrong brand. But hey, I mean, if he bring a couple batteries, we'll throw them in there. No question.
There you go. Both teams have made their way out of the locker room. Madison getting ready to take the field. Be a little interesting. We always have to go through and find out if we're going to do the prayer national anthem before or after the coin toss.
Testing.
But it looks like we're actually going to go. Looks like the captains are both going to make their way onto the field. Maybe we can. I don't know if Brandon McQuillan was able to make the handoff yet or
Look,
not.
There he is right there. He's in jog mode right now.
He's in jog mode right now.
Uh-huh.
And Mike's walking out onto the field.
Oh, yeah, he's getting down to him. We could probably go to him and hear. He just can't hear us.
Yeah, let's go down to the sideline. Go down to midfield for tonight's coin toss. All right, Mike, how are we doing down there?
We lost the toss, but they elected to receive, so we're going to kick off.
Fantastic. Hey, look, we've been trying to get in touch with you. During all of our pregame, I was telling Daniel the field here looks like a great surface to play on and great weather down there. And what do you think?
Coming from the Jaguars Den, tonight's contest features your Madison Jaguars against the visiting
It's still in really good shape.
Good deal. Good deal. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report as we get ready for tonight's invocation and national anthem. Come back and join us for the kickoff of tonight's game. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
At this time, I'd like everyone to
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
Start smiling today with Neela Dental. Whether you need general dentistry, dental implants, or a cosmetic touch-up, Neela Dental is here to give you the confidence to smile strong and healthy. They offer state-of-the-art treatments with everything performed in-house in 2 convenient locations, Tower Drive in Monroe and Highway 2 in Farmerville. Feeling nervous about your visit? No worries. Neela Dental offers sedation options tailored just for you. So why wait? Start smiling today and visit neeladental.com. Neela Dental would like to wish OCS the best this season. Go Eagles!
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we fought, were so that our flag was still there. Oh, say yes, that star-spangled banner for the land of the
Welcome back inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. We are here on the campus of Madison High School, Madison Parish in Tallulah, Louisiana, for tonight's contest between the Madison Parish Jaguars and your Ouachita Christian Eagles. As we get ready to get tonight's contest underway, Mike alluded to it. The Eagles lost the coin toss tonight. Madison decided to receive, so they'll get the ball to start this thing underway. And Daniel, I think probably worth noting that Gavin Polk is going to have an opportunity to kick this one with the wind. Now, having said that, I mean, we very well may have an onside kick to get tonight's contest underway and started. If you've watched any of our film so far, well, I will tell you this: it looks like the Jaguars may have.
Yeah, they're ready for it. I think he's going to take advantage of the gust and try to put one through the uprights.
Well, the Eagles are lined up within 6 yards of the ball. Now they're going to spread out. The Jaguars, well, they're still not. They're all ready for this thing. But Gavin Polk to get us underway. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And the young man ready to receive this one is, well, this is, I don't think he had any chance of that one. It was going to almost get through the end zone as Gavin hammers that. And it landed on the very back of the end zone line as the Jaguars will have the ball now first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line to get tonight's contest underway. Only moments before both teams started pregame warm-ups. A lot of discussion about moving this game back to Eagle Stadium tonight. But the power came back on, and both teams able to get this one underway, at least here in Tallulah tonight. Unfortunately, the Jaguars did not get us a roster with any of the player names or numbers. So what we're going to do is do the best we can with the Jags. They come out with 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Their quarterback is going to throw this one out in the flat, and the Eagles are, well, there's a group of Eagles. They're going to be a loss on the play of 2 yards as the first play from scrimmage. A nice throw that time out of the Jaguar quarterback, but no blocking out on the outside, and the Eagles sniff it out early. So it's going to bring up second down and 12 from Madison at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, Andon Melton, the senior on the far side. I had him on the coaches show this week, by the way. It was a great interview with him. And anyway, makes a nice tackle for loss right there. Oh.
Well, the Eagles are going to be a little over anxious that time. It's going to be an illegal procedure call, or I guess offsides against the Eagles. They're going to be penalized 5 yards on the play. The Jags lose 2 on the first play, but they'll pick up that 2 and plus 3. So now you'll be looking at second down and, well, let's call it 7 from Madison. Ball now at their own 23-yard line. Quarterback with 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left, and an empty backfield. Pulls this one down, looks to throw, and that one's going to be caught.
Nice throw.
And it is. It's going to be marked complete at the 30-yard line. One of those, Daniel, that you probably on any given night would say, well, let's look at that one on the replay. Well, guess what? Not in high school.
No, so.
Ball's caught. It's ready for play. So the Jags waste little time. They're going to be looking now at 3rd and less than a yard, probably about a half a yard.
It's about an inch. They're going to measure it.
And it looks like it's going to be close enough.
Oh, they gave it to him. They're moving the
Okay, they are going to move the chain. So it is going to be 1st down and 10. The Jags, on their opening drive, pick up a 1st down. And I will tell you this, Daniel, they have not gotten out of the empty set. If you're going to run it out of this, you're going to be running with the quarterback. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left. The Jags traveling from right to left on your radio dial.
They got a tall receiver down here, number 1 on the near side.
Calls for the ball.
There he is.
Good pressure, quick. They get it out to number 1. Daniel, it's going to be a pretty minimal gain. Donnie's going to say 3, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for Madison as they continue to move the football with a real short possession-type passing game. Now, don't be surprised if one of the Eagles steps in front of one of these at some point. That one was a little late getting there. 2nd down and 7. And the Eagles have already gone back into the neutral zone. Number 60.
No, number 50.
Actually, yeah, number 50. That's Stacy Shaw. Shaw playing the nose position. And
he's going to go get a checkup.
He's going to have jumped off sides in both times, so he'll go over to the sideline as they make the substitution. And now with that penalty, the Jaguars in pretty good shape again with a 2nd manageable. Call it 2nd and 3. Ball now at their own 38-yard line. They keep this one on the ground, first running play of the night, and maybe a glimpse into why we don't see a whole lot of running that time as the Eagles with great penetration. Looking at 2nd and 3. Now you're going to be looking at 3rd and 7, a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that Eagle defense makes a big play in the backfield.
Yeah, that was Landon Waller, the junior, with a nice play right there, sniffed it out. It's hard to run side to side on this defense. Also interesting, who checked in for Stacy Shaw is one of our guards, Micah Mosier, who does not play a lot of defense. So I think Stacy would just get a little, just talk to him a little bit, and he'll be back out there in a few plays. There we go again.
Well, and you know what? Again, offsides. This time it's going to be number 2, Hunter Traxler. As Traxler trying to get a little bit of a head start as he takes a peek into the backfield. He's going to get flagged for offsides. And, boy, that's a big penalty as the Jags were looking at 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
Now they're going to be looking at 3rd and 2.
Yeah, uncharacteristic.
Well, actually, it's going to be 3rd and 1 where they finally spot it. It'll be at the 39-yard line of the Jaguars, so it'll be 3rd and 1. Empty backfield. The quarterback's going to keep this one himself, and he's going to lose yardage. It's 3rd and 1. Now you're going to be looking at 4th and 3. As that Eagle defense, it's just going to be really tough, it looks like, for Madison to be able to run the football into the middle of that Eagle defense. Yeah. 3rd down and 3. And the Jaguars are going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 3 now.
Hard count.
Madison will go to the sideline for the play call. Eagles need to watch the football. 4th and 3. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Play clock not running. So I think they're going to have plenty of time to get this one off.
Yeah. And they call a timeout. I don't know why they call a timeout. The play clock was not running, but I do think it's interesting. Last week against Delhi, we had 3 penalties for 25 yards. Oh, they're keeping it on the field, so the play clock is inoperable. But okay, so three penalties last week against Delhi for 25 yards, and we've pretty much matched that on the first series of this game. So I imagine that's what they're huddling, talking about. Look, they're gonna try to do the hard count, pull you guys off sides again. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. You're tackling well. Do not jump off sides right here.
Tonight's first quarter brought to you by the Darren Dugan Agency. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan today. 807-2100. That's 318-807-2400. Again, we want to thank American National, the Darren Dugan Agency, for their continued support of Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics and sponsoring the first quarter of play. Big fourth down here for Madison Parish. First possession of the night for the Jags. Jags are in all blue with yellow trim. 4th and 3. They're going to try to keep this one on the ground, and he's going to have a first down. Good run that time by their quarterback, and again, we want to apologize for not having numbers. He needed 3, picked up 5. And well, we do have numbers, but we don't have any names to go along with them. The quarterback for Madison is number 2, and that was a nice run that time. He got to the edge of the Eagle defense, was able to turn it up just enough to pick up the 3 yards, actually picked up 5. So it is going to be first down and 10 for the Jaguars. Now with their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, they're in the new Madison was lined up offsides, so that'll be that'll go against the Jaguars.
So it is going to be encroachment. Well, actually, no, and yeah, it is going to be an illegal shift, which I guess not really sure, but it is going to be a penalty of 5 yards against Madison in any case. As 7 minutes and 58 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. No score from here in Tallulah. Opening drive of tonight's game for Madison, and they've been able to move the football a little bit against this Eagle defense, pick up a couple of first downs. But now they're finding themselves behind the sticks as it's going to be first down and 15. They put this one back at the Jaguar 37-yard line. Good snap from center. Quarterback's going to fake this one. Now he'll keep it on the ground himself. Nice, tough run inside by the quarterback as he picks up 5 yards on the play, and that was the penalty yardage that they just gave away to the Eagles. He makes all of it back on that run, so now you're going to be looking at second down and 10.
Yeah, the aforementioned Micah Mosier with the tackle there, and you know, I was just looking at the clock. I mean, we're 5 minutes into this game, and we're not even across midfield yet. So I think there's a definite game plan that the Jaguars came in here, and it's to sit on the ball as long as they can.
Hey, the Jaguars are getting it done right now. They're able to keep that Eagle offense on the sideline. Good snap from center. Their quarterback looks to throw and does, and unfortunately, that was a really, really underthrown football, not even really close to his intended receiver, and that's going to go down as an interception. As the Eagles, it looked like maybe number 9, Ridge coach, Daniel, actually able to come up with that. Ridge had to go down low to scoop that one up and did.
Well, there's a danger throwing the ball in that direction, and the wind really is a factor. And so when you're throwing the ball into the wind, you got to put some zip on it or it can hang up. And I didn't see anybody open on that play. Ridge in the right spot right there and does a nice job hauling that one in.
Junior quarterback Luke Vadrine goes to work with the Eagle offense. First down and 10. Keep this one on the ground with Macon Leonard. Leonard is going to get wrapped up by the linebacker this time, and he'll ride him down to the ground. But after a pickup of 4 yards on the play, nice tough run that time by Macon. The linebacker made contact with him, Daniel, almost a yard or so past the line of scrimmage, and Macon able to carry him for 3. So it is going to bring up second down and 6 for the Eagles.
Yeah, number 52 with the tackle, and if he doesn't make the tackle, there's a chance Macon's going all the way with that one because he was the only one that was going to stop him.
2 running backs in the backfield with Vadrine. Leonard and Turner. Play action. Luke puts this one in the air. That's going to be complete on the far side of the field, and we got a penalty marker that comes in.
That's going to be illegal.
A nice throw that time, and it's complete to number 5, Andon Melton, but I think have to wait and see what the call is. It is illegal man downfield, and the Eagles are going to get hit with a penalty on that one. Nice throw that time and a nice catch by Melton, but it's going to be negated by the illegal man downfield, and they'll mark this one off against the Eagles.
Andon Melton, mentioned him in the first series, had a nice tackle on the first play of the game, but he's filling in for Luke Edwards, who's trying to heal from an ankle injury, and he's almost recovered. I expect to see him on the field next week, but Andon does have experience at the receiver position, makes a nice catch there, but like you said, it's going to be nullified because of the illegal man downfield.
Second down and 11 for the Eagles. Ball at the Jaguar 45. Vadrine in the shotgun, looks to throw, puts some air under it, going to be complete. A nice throw that time as he finally found that looked like that's going to be Cam Voyon. Voyon hauls it in, a gain of 10 yards on the play. Close to a first down, but they're going to be about a yard shy. Let's call it 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Cam Voyon with a monster game last week. You know, went over 100 yards, a couple touchdowns, and he's one of those players who's really stepped into his role.
Well, let's take a quick break. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
Good. This game's going a lot faster than last week.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. No, when Stacy Shaw jumped off sides twice and when they pulled him out of the game, he went to the complete opposite end from where Stephen Fitchie was because he did not want to get reamed on that.
He went to the doghouse.
But, yeah, they were moving the ball well, a little misdirection, but our defense finally realized, let's wait till the ball is snapped.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Big third down play here for the Eagles. Third and less than a yard, about a half a yard. Leonard will line up in the eye. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ooh. Jags jump, but they didn't break the neutral zone. They keep this one on the ground with Leonard. He's going to be wrapped up. He's going to be shy of the first down. He's going to bring up 4th. Actually, wait for Donnie to spot this one, but he's going to lose 2 yards. So now you're going to be looking at 4th down and 2. And actually 4th and 3. Lost 2, needed 1. So 4th and 3. The Eagles are going to keep the offense on the field.
I'm watching Gavin Polk on the sideline because if he were to kick it from here, it'd be about a 55-yarder. I think he was wanting to take a shot at it, but you know, we'll see. Eagles may do a hard count here, and he may still get a shot. Who knows?
4th down and 3. The offense on the field. First 4th down of the night for the Eagles. Ball at the Jaguar 37-yard line. Good snap from center. They go with Leonard. This one gets blocked well. Leonard's going to bounce this one. He's across the 30, across the 25. Nice cut. Nice spin move.
Another one?
Another spin move before he's hit and brought down. Fantastic run that time out of Leonard. Explosive run. And definitely able to show off a little balance and a lot of speed as he picks up 22 yards on the play. A nice looking run by the senior running back, making Leonard.
Yeah, finally get some space to run. I think on the play before there was a missed assignment on the offensive line. Well, they pick it up on this play and Macon picks up a huge gain to move the sticks.
First down and 10 for the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone. Ball to the Jaguar 15. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him in the gun. Leonard and Turner. Good snap from center. Keep this one on the ground with Leonard. Linebacker from Tallulah, and I'm going to give him some credit. Number 52, he has made some really nice plays for the Jaguars. A gain of 3 yards on the play. And Daniel, you alluded to it on one of the other runs. Without him there, Leonard goes for a big play, and instead it's only going to be a gain of 3 and bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. They put this ball now at the Jaguar 13.
Yeah, being up in the booth, you have a great vantage point. We could see the hole open up, and it was about 8 to 10 feet wide. Macon hits it, and it looks like he's got green grass all the way to the end zone, but number 52 comes from the side and, sweeps him down. So
2nd and 8 for the Eagles, or 2nd and 7. Vadrine in the shotgun, 2 receivers. Well, 1 split wide left with a tight end. He looks to throw. He's got Turner. You're not going to stop that. That's a touchdown.
Yeah,
there it is.
Look out.
Jude Turner takes that one in from 12 yards out. Nice throw that time as Luke able to hit him in stride, as they would say, Daniel. And Jude, I mean, when you get Jude Turner in space like that and you see a couple of defenders there, I mean, that's just not happening.
No, I mean if you're standing there waiting on Jude to come towards you and tackle him, you're in for a world of hurt. And he kind of goes somersault mode and just bowls over all 3 defenders and gets in the end zone.
Polk on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Looks good from here. And it is, as Gavin Polk splits the upright, and the Eagles will increase their lead now 7-0 over Madison. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
They're sending some defense than we can block, and so they're coming from the backside, and he's got to hit that hole a lot harder than that. I heard Coach Vidring telling him he's got to hit it hard because we don't have anybody to block number 57 coming from the backside. So I think we're going to see a little bit different run on that. 7, 8, or 9 already close.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Eagles lead this contest 7-0. 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. That Eagle touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. Blanchard Street, West Monroe. Polk gets his leg into this one. It's going to be a low line drive squib. This one will be handled. Picked up at around the 15-yard line. The Jags trying to get to the corner. And Eagles special teams do a good job here, but we're going to have a late flag. Could be a hold against the Jaguars. That's typically where what that one's thrown for. But it is gain of 5 yards on the return.
Yeah, have we seen that kickoff this year yet?
Yeah, we've seen a couple low line drive squibs. It's going to be. We're going to wait on the wait on the referee to give us the call. 2 flags actually on the play, Daniel. One near side here and one over on the other side of the field. Wait for the officials to work this one out. But they're pointing behind the ball for one.
So they're already walking. One guy's walking with the ball, so he's okay. Okay, we got. All right.
So I think we're going to mark this penalty off before we get the call.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a personal foul, chop block against Madison. Boy, that's a big penalty, too. That's
that was
a 15-yarder.
There's another one. There's 2 of them.
Personal foul.
Helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet against Madison. So they're going to take that one. So in either case, both of them are a 15-yard penalty. So they'll take, looks like they'll officially take the helmet to helmet. And they'll back this one up. So the Jags are going to start off a little bit of a hole here as they'll have the ball first down to 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of last week when the Bears get the ball deep in their own territory, and then we have the force them into a 3-and-out with the bad snap. Then we have an interception on the next one, then a fumble on the next one. So hopefully the Eagles will be able to pin this Jaguar offense deep in their own territory.
First down and 10 for Madison. Second drive of the night. This one's going to start at their own 12-yard line. 4 receivers, part of the set. They're going to give this one inside to the running back, and that's going to be really tough running inside as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So it's going to bring up now second down and 10.
Yeah, Cooper Russell on the tackle, middle linebacker, senior, who leads all Eagles in tackles, having a fantastic season thus far, going into week 4. So a nice job by Cooper, stuff in the middle right there.
Second down and 10 for Madison. Jags look to throw. They look to put some air under this one. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, Tristan Raymond on the coverage.
Nice coverage that time by Tristan as he goes back, and he is in great position to make that play. Would have been a phenomenal interception if he's able to come down with it, but able to knock that football down, and it's going to bring up third down and long for the Jags.
Well, kudos to the receiver because he saw what was about to happen, and he kind of gets into a defensive mode and helps prevent Tristan from hauling that one in. Dangerous throw, though, especially into the wind, leaving it up there like that.
Third down and long for Madison. 3rd and 10. 4 receivers, part of the set. 1 running back in the shotgun with the quarterback. He looks to throw again. This time it's going to be quick, and this one's going to be intercepted. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. As that's number 9, Ridge Coach. And Ridge is going to have his second interception of the night. He's also going to take it in for a Trinity Diamonds direct touchdown from 22 yards out on the interception. As Ouachita Christian is going to take a 13-0 lead with that Ridge Coates pick and score.
Yeah, that was a lot of pressure by the Eagles defense there. The quarterback for Madison dropped back and looked like he kind of rushed to get rid of it, and Ridge was right there to pick it off again. Just kind of roam in the middle of the field and twice now he's been in the right spot. Nice play by Ridge, and good job finishing the play.
Good snap. Good hold from Turpin. The extra point attempt is up and good.
It bounced over the fence. It's in the parking lot.
As they would say, an errant throw that time. And Ridge housed it.
Housed it.
Nice return on his second interception of the night. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, I know you're one of those guys I can talk to about returning an interception for a touchdown, can I?
Yeah.
He was standing in front of us. We were just made a great catch.
Mike, I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. You would know much more so than Daniel or I down there on the field, but it seems like their quarterback, and probably any quarterback, might have a little bit of difficulty throwing into this wind.
Yeah, it's got some pretty good gusts down here, so he probably will do the second quarter going the other way, so we'll just have to see.
I got you. Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 14, Madison 0. Polk tees this one up at the 40-yard line. And the Eagles get ready to put this one into play. This one's going to be deep, but not quite as deep.
Nice. Oh.
It is going to travel into the end zone, so no return. And it's not, I'll tell you this, that's the first time I've seen it in a long time. I'm looking behind the ball at Gavin, and you know, he's shrugging his shoulders. He walks out, feels defeated because it landed at the 1.
Well, I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to pin him deep, kick it away from the returner, and kind of check it up down there inside the 10, and it rolls forward. And so
kicked it in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah,
I think we'll take that one.
We need perfection.
That's right. First down and 10 for the Jags. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Madison's had a tough time moving the football. 4 receivers part of the set. The quarterback's going to run this one. I'll tell you this. That's a tough way to do it. Desai Bradshaw is I'm telling you folks, I mean, he is fast. He gets off of blocks in a hurry, and he is a defensive playmaking machine on the edge. As he does a nice job that time hemming them up. This Eagle defense is stingy and fast. And now the Jaguars are going to jump off sides. And that's going to cost them another 5 yards. A loss of 3 on the previous play. So now you're going to be looking at 2nd and 18.
Yeah, that was his 4th tackle for loss on the season, and he has 6 tackles total. So he is just a menace to offenses when he gets in the backfield.
It's going to be 2nd down and 18 from Madison at their own 12-yard line. Clock running with 1:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 14, Madison 0.
I guess that would be considered a sack. That was a quarterback carrying it.
4 receivers, part of the set. 1 running back in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Their quarterback looks to throw. Sets his feet, puts some air into this one, throwing into the wind here. That's going to be caught. Great job that time by number 1 for Madison Parrish. As he goes up, Daniel makes an unbelievably athletic play. Hey, you've got an Eagle defender right there to make a play on the ball. And just in that case, just a great throw or just a great play by the receiver, gain of 36 yards. That's going to be enough for a first down for Madison as they're moving dangerously close to Eagle territory. Ball at their own 48-yard line. First down and 10 for Madison.
Yeah, that was Eli Red on the coverage, and he was in the right spot. He doesn't get his head around, not to mention the receiver that he's covering is about 6'4".
Good snap from center. The quarterback decides to keep this one himself. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage and no more, so it is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Really, really tough for Madison trying to run into the teeth of this Eagle defense. And I would say, too, Daniel, probably been really tough for any team we played so far to run into the teeth of this defense. 2nd down and 10 for Madison. Ball at their own 48-yard line. This is probably going to be the last play in the first quarter. As we get ready to roll it down, and that is going to bring it in to the first quarter of play. And again, we want to thank tonight's first quarter sponsor, the Darren Dugan Agency, American National. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan today, 807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. I want to thank Darren for his continued support of Ouachita Christian football and Ouachita Christian Eagle athletics. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, first quarter's in the books. I think most coaches are content with being up 14-0 after one quarter of play.
I believe so. That last long pass, I don't think our defender thought the ball was coming because he just stood in front of him, never turned around. It just looked like I think he was just fooled on it. So the guy went up and got the ball, 36-yard reception.
Mike, I think you're exactly right. You know, over here where Daniel and I are, we had a great beat on it. He was in position to make the play, but never got his head around to be able to see where the ball was to try and make a play on it. And
it was held up in the wind.
Yeah,
it was.
He just thought the play was over by then.
It did get hung up there in the air. This is a strong wind from time to time out here. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 2nd down and 10. The Jags unable to really get anything going with the running game. 2nd 10 at their own 48-yard line as we get the second quarter of play underway. Quarterback looks to throw, feels some pressure, throws this one up in the air. The Eagles are all camping out under that one. That time throwing with the wind.
Yeah.
But also throwing with a ton of pressure in his face that time from the Eagle defense. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah.
For the Jags.
He threw that one into triple coverage, and it was the first play after we flipped sides, and I think everybody misjudged that, kind of undershot it, and it falls harmlessly. But the wind really is a factor, and I know I've said that a bunch, but you can hear it in the microphone on the sideline, and you can see the impact it's having. Like Mike said, the ball is just hanging up forever, so Eli not able to get his head around. So we'll see now with the now that we switch sides or we switch directions, we'll see, if that's beneficial or not.
3rd and 10 from Madison. Pulls this one down. Ooh. Quick throw out in the flat, and that one's going to be incomplete. As that one had a little bit of zip on it. Mm-hmm. Looks like the Jaguars are going to have to punt this football, and they will. I do remember one of those windy nights we were talking about, the wind affecting passing, and as fate would have it, our Stan Humphreys was working the sideline for us back then, and you and I both asking Stan, hey, how does the wind affect? And he said, no, not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, coming from a guy like Stan, probably didn't, right?
Well,
I got to think he probably had a little pop on it.
Yeah.
High snap's going to be handled by the punter, and this one. Oh, what a great roll from Madison. This one's going to roll inside the 30 and check up right at the 20-yard line. And didn't look like the greatest punt in the world, but at the end of the day, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 20.
Yeah.
Punt covers 32 yards, no return.
Not bad by the Jaguar punter there to reel in the snap. I mean, he had to jump up, leave the ground to get it, and then barely gets the punt off and ends up with, kind of flipping the field, giving the Eagles deep in their own territory here.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. First drive here in the second quarter. Leading this contest 14-0. Vadrine in the shotgun. One running back with him in the backfield. It's Leonard. Good snap. They hand this one inside to Leonard. Leonard wasn't back there by himself. Actually, Turner joined him in the backfield. Couldn't see him. It's going to be a gain of 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, tough running right there. Number 5 for the Jaguars was in the backfield. Forces making to try to kick that one outside, and there's no room. So, he picks up a few yards, which were pretty tough yards there.
Eagles are going to be throwing into this wind now. Mm-hmm. As we switch into the field, Eagles now traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Wind is blowing exactly in that direction. Vadrine does have 2 running backs with him in the backfield, Leonard and Turner. 2 receivers split wide to his left. Nobody right, tight end. Tight formation for the Eagles out of the shotgun. Vadrine looks to throw. He's going to hold up. Now he throws this one to Turner, threw it behind him. And that was one of the ones that was just thrown behind him a little bit. And, in all fairness to Jude, that one's tough to get a hold of sometimes.
Yeah, it was tough to get a hold of. It's one I think Jude would expect himself to catch, though. He gets his head around and has to kind of contort his body real quick. And, that ball did have a pretty good zip on it. Like you said, though, just a little bit behind him.
3rd down, 7 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the gun, 2 running backs with him in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, tight end right. Vadrine's going to roll, looks downfield, unloads this one. It's going to be high, and that one kind of sailed on him a little bit, and that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Voyon over here, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like the Eagle offense is going to stay on the field. Now in comes the punt team. Hey, as great a job as Gavin did punting the football with the win, he's going to have to punt into this win.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
As get this one set up. 4th down, 7. Ball at the Eagle 23-yard line. Gavin Polk on to punt. Sends Leonard in motion. High snap from center. Gavin's going to roll this one out. It's going to be a low liner. And this one's going to do the exact opposite of what what the Madison punt did. And it's going to check up and go backwards. So the Jaguars going to end up with decent field position. I'd say better than decent. They're going to have great field position at their own 49. The punt covers 29 yards. Maybe the wind does have a little bit to do with that one. Is that one checks up on Gavin at the 48, and that's where the Jags will start this drive. 10 minutes and 26 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Madison trailing the Eagles 14-0.
Yeah, Gavin goes with the rugby-style kick there. I think that was due to the direction he was kicking in, so trying to keep it kind of low, maybe get a end-over-end roll, but the ball does check up, and like you said, sets up pretty good field position for the Jaguars on their side of the field, but at the 48-yard line.
1st down and 10 for Madison. Good snap from center. Their quarterback's in a bind. Well, he's going to elude some pressure. Now he's not. Looks like he's going to lose the football, but he's going to be ruled down.
Yeah.
Able to get away from some of the pressure initially, Daniel, but then I would say this: he was able to elude some of the pressure. Then Cooper Russell got involved.
Yes, he did.
He closed like a missile, and after he separated the quarterback from the football, possibly he was down. But it's going to be a loss of 8 yards in any case, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 18 for Madison now with the ball at their own 40-yard line. Cooper Russell can close on you in a hurry.
He sure can, and so I'm looking at this Eagle defense, and right now we have 5 defensive backs in the game. They put Tristan Raymond, and they're kind of matching him up with number 1, their tallest receiver out there on the outside. And if I'm the Jaguars, that's what I'm looking to do right here, get the ball to my biggest receiver. But they are going to run it.
Good snap from center. They keep this on the ground. The Jaguars this time able to turn the corner. Pretty decent gain on the play, and wait for the final spot. Looks like he picked up about 3 or 4 yards, and Donnie will give him 4, so it is going to bring up a much more manageable now 3rd down and 14 for Madison. The ball at their own 44-yard line. Clock running with 9 minutes left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Ouachita Christian 14, Madison 0.
Yeah, 3rd and long, clear passing situation. The Eagles with 2 interceptions on the night already, so they're looking to get a takeaway right here.
3rd and 14. 4 receivers part of the set, 1 running back. Good snap. We got an encroachment call on the Eagles. Maybe somebody lined up in the neutral zone that time. The ball wasn't snapped, so it must have been lined up ahead of that. Now that is going to make 3rd down a little more interesting, as now they'll pick up 5 yards on the penalty, so 3rd and 10, or actually 3rd and 9 for the Jags. This will put the ball at their own 49-yard line.
Looked like the Eagles were going to send about 6 on the blitz on that last play. Some of the linebackers were up on the line, and I think one of them just leaned into the neutral zone. That was the infraction, but the Eagles trying to put pressure on this quarterback.
3rd down and 9 for Madison. Ball at their own 49-yard line. 4 receivers, part of the set. 1 running back in the gun. Madison's quarterback will go to the sideline for the call. Good snap from center, sets his feet quick, and 2 receivers out on that route.
Yeah.
Daniel, one of them really didn't even look up.
Yeah, not a great throw, low and behind both of the receivers on that side. It looked like he kind of hurried that throw, didn't allow his I think one of the receivers was intending on a comeback route and never came back. He just kind of stopped once the ball was thrown.
Jack's going to punt this football, and we may have an opportunity here to see if Turpin will return it. He's going to stand with his heels at his own 25-yard line. Good snap. The Jags get this one off. Turpin is going to back away from this one. Another great roll for the Jags.
Yeah.
This one will stop. Looks like the Eagle 12-yard line. I mean, hey, these punts are nothing to write home about, and there's definitely not going to be any poetry written about them, but they are effective. That one is going to roll inside the 15-yard line. Punt covers 39 yards, no return. Hey, 32, 36-yard punts, 39-yard punts, man, not great punts, but when there's no return, not so bad. As long as you can keep it on their end of the field, and they're going to flip the field on this. Is now the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
As a punter, you want to kick it and pin the team inside their own 20-yard line. And so far, Jaguars are 2 for 2.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the shotgun. Bunch formation to his right, 1 to his left. Going to run the toss. This is Leonard. Leonard's got the corner. Now he's got some running room. He's across the 25, across the 30, stays on his feet. And a really nice run that time. Actually, that run included a little hurdle over one of the Jaguar defenders, but unable to keep his feet up, and so he's going to go down. But a nice gain on the play, 24 yards, more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down as the Eagles moving the ball.
Yeah, Macon was the other student athlete I had on the coaches show this week, and he talked about running outside. He's dealing with a kind of a nagging groin injury, but right there, it wasn't evident that he had any kind of issue.
1st and 10. Turpin in motion across the formation. Going to come back and give it to him. Turpin's looking for some running room, and now he's got it. But I'll tell you what, that hole closed up quick and in a hurry. And again, guess who? Number 52.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a big guy, but he is all over the field. And I got to tell you something about this Jaguar defense. They've done a good job of tackling tonight when they've had the opportunity. They have not missed very many tackles.
They're a scrappy bunch of kids, man. Yeah. These guys are giving it. They're giving the Eagles all they want right now. 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. Eagles lead this game 14-0. Leonard in the backfield. Turner's going to flex out as a receiver. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Sends Turner in motion across the formation. Good snap from center. Looks to throw.
Oh.
That one is probably going to be ruled a fumble.
Yep, they're ruling a fumble.
And the Jaguars are going to come up with a huge turnover. And they're going to get this one at the Eagle 30-yard line. And talk about punts playing a big role.
There you go.
You flip field position, and that's what you get. The Jags are going to have great field position here. As the Eagles with some the Jags with some penetration into the Eagle backfield. Go down to Mike Gray and check in with him in a moment. But the Jags are going to waste a little time. They're going to go to the ball and try and execute a play. 1st down and 10 for Madison at the Eagle 30. 6 minutes left to play in the 2nd quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 right.
Oh, he's offsides. That would be the left tackle right there.
And it looks like the Jags may have wanted a head start on that one, and instead they're going to back them up 5 yards.
On that last play, Luke gets a lot of pressure, and so he tries to rush the ball out, and on his drawback, the ball just slips out of his hands and, falls to the ground, and the white hat was all over it. He was standing right behind him. And so tough break for the Eagles, but give credit to the Jaguars. Like you mentioned, the punt, that sets you up for an opportunity for success in there. The ball falls to the turf, and they recover it.
1st down and 15. Great execution on defense. Not so much on offense right now. Losing yardage. 1st and 15. The quarterback looks to throw. Feels some immediate pressure. Puts one in the air. It's going to be incomplete. Just a little too much on that one. But in all fairness, good coverage down the field. Looked like Melton was back there that time for the Eagles as he was stride for stride with his receiver. Would have taken a magnificent throw, but it is going to bring up second down and 15. Actually, Daniel, may have been Eli Red with the coverage running stride for stride.
Oh, yeah, that was Aiden Eldridge there with him, but Red was on the coverage. That's right.
Second down and 15 for Madison. Quarterback calls for the ball. Going to fake this one inside, and the Eagle defense is going to find him. Now, they're going to pick up a decent chunk of yardage, gain of 2 yards on the play.
Man, Cooper Russell with another tackle for no gain.
Cooper Russell makes a lot of tackles.
He does. He's so tall. He's 6'5". And that was an arm tackle. He just reaches over and grabs that guy's ankle, and he goes down. I mean, he just covers a lot of space with his wingspan. All right, we got a timeout.
And it is going to be a timeout. And that timeout brought to you by the folks at Campbell & House, attorney at law. With the timeout on the field. Don't get played. Call Wade. 318-855-0285. I thank our timeout sponsor, Campbell & House Attorneys at Law. Again, the number, 318-855-0285. It's going to be a big third down play from Madison, Daniel. They've been trying to figure out a way to move this football, and outside of a couple of really big pass plays, nothing consistent there other than Eagle defenders.
Well, you got third and 13, third and 13. Wonder if they're going to try to cut this in half, make it a 4-down. You know, you're in 4-down territory, or maybe take a couple shots down the field here.
And I would say just as important for the Jaguars, they're keeping the Eagle offense off of the football field with 5 minutes, 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Big third down. Jaguars look to throw, and they got a receiver, and he had an open man and just overthrew it.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to do exactly what you suggested too, Daniel. He's looking like maybe 6 to 8 yards on that, and just over the head, maybe a little out, maybe over the head and behind his receiver that time is going to bring up a big fourth down here.
Yeah, one of those comeback routes, kind of like a hitch route. You just threw it. He did sail it, but in that situation, you just want to give it to your receiver. Maybe he picks up the first down, maybe he doesn't, but you're in a manageable situation either way if you can complete the pass. Now they're in a tough spot.
Jaguars looking at 4th and 13 behind the chains here. Ball at the Eagle 33-yard line.
Good discipline by the Eagles. They just tried the hard count again.
Good snap from center. Jags are going to put this one up in the air. It's going to be incomplete.
Kind of good defense by both players there.
Well, good defense by the Eagle. The Eagle defender looked like that time, was it Red that was back
Red.
there deep? But then when it almost became apparent Red was going to pick it off, the Jag defender, and maybe that's number 6 as well for Madison. But in any case, it is going to bring up a change of possession. The Eagles are going to get the change on the turnover as they'll set up with the football now. Let's call it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah,
as they turn over on downs. 5:44 left to play in the second quarter. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him in the gun. 2 receivers wide right, 1 left. Good snap. This one on the ground with Leonard, and he's going to get run out of bounds, or just shy of out of bounds. He's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. Good pursuit that time by the Jaguar defense as they limit the game. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. Clock running with 5:20 left to play here in the first half. Ball at the Eagle 35. 2 receivers to Vadrine's right, 2 left. Leonard in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Play action. Throws this one. That one's going to be complete. And Turpin is going to make his initial tackler miss, but the Jaguars close in quickly. As Turpin doing a nice job, Daniel, able to shake. It seems like more and more frequently that initial defender, and does the same thing there. But good pursuit and good tackling again by Madison as they minimize the game, but it is going to be enough for a community pharmacy first down, a gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 at midfield.
Yeah, the Eagles hurry up to the line here, maybe thinking kind of a 2-for-1 deal here with 4:45 left. So move the ball down the field, score, and maybe have time to get the ball back.
Vadrine in the gun. Bunch formation to his right. One receiver left. He looks to throw, puts some air under this one, and it's going to be caught by Melton.
Oh, yeah.
And Andon Melton is going to take that in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian.
Man, really good concentration by Melton there.
Touchdown pass covers 50 yards. As Melton takes it in for a Trinity Diamonds direct touchdown. And you're right, Daniel, because you know what he had to do? He had to be patient, let the ball come to him. Again, that time Luke throwing into the wind and got held up in the wind a little bit, so he had to be patient, slow his pace. Had the defender kind of coming back on him, but he's able to settle it down and bring that ball in for the touchdown.
Well, I'll say this. I'm looking at the little flags hanging at the top of the goalpost, and it looks like the wind has died down significantly. And so right there, you mentioned the ball hung up a little bit. Melton patiently waits. The defender gets back and jumps, and it looks like he's almost about to tip the ball, but it does get over his fingers. And that's why I mentioned good concentration, because Andon watches it in and then finishes off the play by turning it and running into the end zone. So great play by the Eagles. Looks like maybe they will have that kind of 2-for-1 opportunity here if they can get a stop.
Well, the extra point attempt is good, so the Eagles are going to increase their lead here over Madison now, 21-0. Now,
what's Coach Bentley and Gavin got up their sleeve?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it definitively looks like, well, I don't know. It's got the taste or the feel of an onside kick.
He's got the watermelon kick going right here. Look at that.
And why wouldn't he?
Yeah. Add that to the arsenal.
So Gavin Polk will tee this one up at the 40-yard line, and the Eagles look like they're going to try it onside. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And it's going to, it is going to take the big hop they were looking for. And the Eagles look like they're going to come up with it, and they do. Yeah. Unfortunately, not going to be able to advance it. It's going to be down where it was caught. But, boy, I tell you what, man, that was pretty.
I mean, that's how you
if you like to see that big hop, that's what he got. He got that big hop, got it up in the air, and the Eagles able to come down with it. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Ouachita Christian. And
we got a flag on the field.
Now we got a penalty marker.
So I think you can't kick it straight into the ground to bounce up, but it rolled for a while, and I don't think that was an illegal kick. So that may be what they're talking about. I didn't see anything else.
Let's go down with the sideline.
Yeah,
Check in
let's
with
see
Mike
what we
Gray
got.
and Marion State Bank. Sideline report. Mike, what's going on down there? Mike? Yeah, unfortunately unable to catch up with Mike.
Oh, we can hear a little bit of the conversation, though. That's right, Coach. No.
Mike? Hey, Mike.
Hey.
We're just trying to catch up with you.
But he realized it first.
Yeah,
once or twice at least.
Yeah, it traveled several.
Walked over their heads. Now they're going to call it on us. That's a bad call.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report.
They initiated that rule a couple years ago to where you couldn't kick it one time into the ground and it bounces up. And that's why I said that's not what happened. And like Coach Fitch, you said, it bounced 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and then it gets that kick and it goes up over the head. It does not have to travel 10 yards before it bounces up into the air. There's not a rule anywhere that says that. So, tough break for the Eagles there.
Well, there won't be a replay. They make a call in high school, the call's made. So now we're going to get another kickoff. Well, guess what? I got a feeling we might see this again. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, but they're prepared for it right here. So they have 6 guys on the front and 4 on the second row, about 10 yards back.
All right, so we're going to see how we see it. Here's some teed off here. Okay,
Yeah.
So he's going to tee it up a little more traditionally, but he is walking back as if he is going to kick this one straight to the sideline.
He's still got all this room. He could sky kick. He's tricky. Let's see what he does.
Ball's ready for play, and we get the approach, and it is going to be a sky kick. I would have liked to have seen that one come to the other side.
Oh.
The Eagles are.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
We're going to have to wait and see, though.
So it's either Eagles ball or a flag, right?
Yeah, and there's no flag on the field.
Well, I think I think the Madison returner touched it first.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have traveled out of bounds before, but we are going to
we're
gonna have a small conversation. Let's go down to Mike Gray with the
See if we
Marion
can
State
get him
Bank
here.
sideline report. Mike, how you doing?
One of the referees said he had it inbounds, and one of them saying he had it out. So they're discussing it with the white hat right now to find out which way they're going to go.
Which way you think they're going, Mike?
All right.
No, I didn't ask that, Mike. I said, which way you think it's going?
My goodness.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Hey, look, you know what? In fairness, the Eagles are up on this game right now, 21-0. And, it's, anything questionable, I mean, you're probably gonna go that way. And so it is going to be first down and 10 for Madison at their own 33-yard line. Hey, I'll tell you this, you want to talk about, adding time and adding length to a game. I mean, we had a kickoff there that probably, took 10 minutes?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, so we've knocked off about 6 minutes of actual time and about 14 seconds of football time.
So it is going to bring up first down and 10 for Madison. Ball at their own 33-yard line. 4 receivers, part of the set. Low snap from center. Quarterback's going to fake it. He's got some running room. He's got a great stiff arm. Another nice move outside. Now they're going to throw a flag. I'll tell you what, that's whew. Yeah, that's one of those ones that happens behind the ball.
Yeah.
And a great run that time by the quarterback. And looks like it's probably going to be an illegal block in the back against the Jaguars. Going to wipe that one away and probably hit them with some penalty yardage.
David, you know what it means if somebody holds up their arms after the ball's gone past them?
It is
holding.
holding.
Like they didn't do anything?
Yeah, it's holding against the Jags. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, but I think they'll give him credit for the first down because he did pick up a first down on the play. So it's just they'll mark it off 10 from the spot. So it's going to bring up first down. Wow, they're backing this one up quite a bit. So, yeah, here we go. First down. First down and 11. Nice run that time by the Jaguar quarterback. Clock running now with 4:13. Quick throw, and this time he completes it out in the flat. Daniel, he's been trying to complete that pass all night long, but that time able to hit it in rhythm. And they're going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the play as we go past 4 minutes left to play in the half. A gain of 6 yards on the play.
So the clock's running, and it looked like he got forced out of bounds, but I guess they're saying his forward progress stopped inbounds. But, yeah, under 4 minutes to go here.
Second down and 4. Well, actually a gain of 5. Donnie's going to go back and say instead of 6, it was 5. Oh, wait a second. You know what it was?
Yeah, there
it was,
goes.
It was second and 11.
Yeah, he forgot about that one.
All right, I did. All right, so
I got him.
second down and 5 for the Jags. Good snap, low snap from center, handled by the quarterback, and he's going to pay a heavy price for it. But now we got another late penalty, and that's going to be almost after the play. So we're going to see what this penalty is about.
Somebody's hurt. Hudson Weems with a nice tackle on the defensive line there. One of the it looks like that's the quarterback that they're tending to.
Going to have to wait for the official, but the referee was the one that threw the flag. He's consulting with the other officials. So we'll have to wait on a ruling for him. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Ouachita Christian 21, Madison 0. And it's not that we're not paying attention, but we're just waiting for a ruling.
It's like it's
a signal. So it's going to be holding against the Jags. The Eagles are going to decline it, so it's going to be third down and still be 3rd and 6. It looked like the Jags quarterback was shaken up on the play, Daniel. He's on the sideline right now.
Yeah.
So they'll have number 11 will come in, and he's going to be fresh. First play of the night. 3 receivers wide left, 1 right. Big third down play here for Madison. He'll settle in, look to the sideline for the play call.
They may call a timeout here in a sec, yeah, maybe.
Running back will switch sides. Good snap from center. He's going to run this football all the way. And he's going to be tackled. Great play in the backfield that time by the Eagle defense.
John Turner.
Turner accelerates into that tackle. It's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up, depending on where it is, it's going to bring up a real 4th down and long. We want to thank tonight's second quarter sponsor, D&H Sporting Goods. D&H Sporting Goods, 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all your Ouachita Christian Eagle gear. And I think we've said it several times, Daniel, but why not say it again? Hey, if you don't find what you want in there, bring them something.
That's right.
They're still going to get that Eagle on there.
Hey, but if you want to find something truly unique,
it's available.
They have that luau shirt. I'm not wearing it tonight.
Well, you can't wear it all the time.
No.
But, we want to thank the fine folks at D&H Sporting Goods. If you do need something with a Ouachita Christian Eagle on it, they're going to help you find something inside. Thanks again to D&H Sporting Goods. 4th down and long. The Jaguars have decided to punt the football. Daniel going to get the 2-for-1 that you were looking
that's not
for.
A good punt.
And that punt is not going to take a Jaguar bounce, as it's going to travel sideways, and the Eagles are going to get great field position.
That's like an 8-yard punt.
To try and put some points on the board. It's going to come to rest at the Jaguar 44-yard line. The punt's going to cover 11 yards, no return. So the Eagles, as good as the Jag punter's been doing at flipping the field, he does not this time, as the Eagles are going to have the ball in Jaguar territory at the Madison 44-yard line with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to play. Vadrine in the shotgun, coming off a nice throw to Melton for the last Eagle touchdown. Sends Turner in motion across the formation. Good snap from center. He rolls, looks to throw, looks to throw, looks to throw. And now he's going to have to tuck this football, and he's going to go down.
Yeah.
He's going to lose yardage in the meantime.
Yeah, that was good coverage.
Looks like it'll officially be a loss of 3. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. They put this football at the Jaguar 47-yard line.
Yeah, the Eagles trying to flood the right side of the field and with levels, so they had Jude Turner kind of underneath, receiver about 6 yards, and a receiver downfield. All of them were covered very well, nowhere to throw the ball. Perhaps Luke should have just thrown that one out of bounds there, get it across the line of scrimmage, stop the clock, and get the ball back with 2nd and 10.
2nd and 13. Vadrine in the shotgun. Sends Turner in motion across the formation. This time, plants his feet, looks to throw, and does, and that one's almost intercepted. Great coverage that time, actually double coverage that time for the Jags, as number 7 for Madison breaks that one up. 1 minute and 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 3rd and 13, Daniel, I mean, it is into the wind. But do you give Gavin a shot here, maybe if you can get a little bit closer?
No, I think you're in 4-down territory. Just like we mentioned earlier, you try to cut it in half. You try to pick up some yards. Maybe even give Macon a carry here. Try to let him get some yards, see what he can do with it.
3rd and 13. Luke rolls, sets his feet, throws this one. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Turpin.
I think you got
and that one sailed outside, so it is going to bring up 4th down and long. 4th and 14. Offensive coordinator Drew Vadrine is going to have to go into his bag of tricks here. And it looks like the Eagles
are going to talk about it.
The Eagles are going to take a timeout. Another timeout brought to you by Campbell and House Attorneys at Law. Don't get played. Call Wade. 318-855-0285. Another Campbell and House Attorneys at Law timeout. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank. Sideline report. Mike, what's going on down there?
Well, 2 offensive touchdowns and a half is the first time this year that we've been held to just 2 offensive touchdowns, I believe. Luke looks like he's locking in on a certain receiver, because when he scrambled on 1st down, the defender that was on Jude Turner broke up to go tackle him, and Jude was standing 10 yards down the field, nobody around him within 15 yards. But he was just locked in down the middle of the field looking for that first receiver, I think, and couldn't come off of him. So hopefully we'll do something different here.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 4th down and 13 for the Eagles. Vadrine with an offset eye backfield with him in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Luke rolls, looks downfield, unloads this one. He's looking for Turpin. It's going to be intercepted. The Jaguars are going to bring this one back.
It's a punt. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically, Daniel, I guess like you would say, just the equivalent of a punt. Luke taking a deep shot downfield, but it is going to result in an interception for Madison.
Yeah. If he just knocks that down, they get the ball back close to midfield, but, you know, he picks it off, and Eagles do a good job of tackling there. Because,
well, we will, as they say, take it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I know they will too. I mean, you know, if you're playing defensive back, what are you doing there?
Well, I mean, you know, hey, in all fairness to him, you knock it down, they get better field position. But anytime you pick off the ball, you never know what's going to happen when you start returning it, get in the open field, and who knows. But it is going to be 1st down and 10 for Madison at their own 20-yard line. Minute and 25 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter.
So if you're the Eagles here, you got to keep everything in front of you. If you're the Jaguars, you do not want to throw an interception right here. So we'll see if there's some drama here late in the 1st half.
1st down and 10 for Madison. They keep this one on the ground, and that was not a good idea.
Oh, that was Hunter
Eagle
Trax,
defense sniffs that out. Yeah. It's going to be a loss on the play, and it looks like the Eagles are going to burn a timeout to try and see if they can get their hands on the football. It's going to be a loss of 7 yards on the play, a huge loss, as the Jaguars heading in the wrong direction. I don't know how many timeouts. Let's go down to Mike Gray.
Yeah, I think we got
Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, I think we burned 2 of our timeouts, but may have 1 remaining.
3. Adam, I'm not sure on that. That last pass to Turpin, pass interference is a hindering the runner's route, and the defender got in front of him and slowed down and wouldn't let him by. Not called, but it is what it is. But if the defender drops that, they're getting better field position.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report.
Yeah, so the Jaguars kind of in a tough spot. The Eagles, if they have a timeout, they only have 1. You know, so if they throw the ball and it's incomplete, then the Eagles have a chance to get the ball back. If they run the ball, try to take it into the half, you know, I don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to stop the clock here.
2nd down and 17 for Madison. Eagles back out of a blitz. Jags look to the sideline for the play call. I think they're wanting to try and get this
the clock's not
ball shifted.
Yeah. Looks like Eagles.
Low snap from center. The Jaguars are going to keep it. The quarterback's going to keep it himself.
He's pushing the pile.
And he is going to push the pile. Gain of 2 yards on the play, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. And it looks like
they don't have a timeout.
the Eagles, there is no timeout here. Clock's rolling.
Yep. So all they have to do is, once it gets under 40, is just, snap the ball and run it, or snap the ball and kneel it.
3rd down and 15 from Madison.
I can't imagine them trying to throw it here. I can't imagine that.
Well, their coach is pretty much in constant contact with the referee down here on the side, or the official down here on the sideline, and he's going to take a timeout. And I think what he's going to want to do is bring the guys over and just make sure that, hey, guess what? All we got to do is take a knee.
That's it.
And it's it.
Yeah.
So don't do anything unorthodox or crazy.
Unless we do have another timeout.
Well, that one was taken by the Jags.
Well, I'm saying if we have one more.
Well, let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, we're still looking for that timeout total, you know?
We do not have another timeout.
Okay. So that.
When they're keeping the time on the field for the 25-second clock, the referee will put up with 10 seconds left.
Ah, gotcha.
And so they knew about when they needed to snap the ball, but both clocks are now on. Both 25-second clocks are now on, so I'm not sure why they're not using them. They didn't in the 1st half because one of them didn't work.
I gotcha. Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 3rd down, 15.
Yep.
Snap from center. The Jags are going to take a knee, and that is going to end the 1st half of play. As the Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to go in at the half with a 21-0 lead. And I will tell you this, 21-0, that's exactly what you're looking for as far as, the output that you want to see. And did some good things in the first half. But I'm telling you, if I'm a Madison Jaguar, I go into the locker room feeling like, hey, we gave these guys a game in the first half.
Well, that's right, and you executed your game plan. You wanted to hold the ball as long as possible, keep the Eagle offense on the sidelines, and so they did a good job of kind of ball control. Not able to get in the end zone or really even threaten to get into the end zone. But if your game plan is to kind of keep the score as low as possible, hold on to the ball as long as possible, I'd say they executed it pretty well. They just weren't able to capitalize. And even though there was a lot of time taken off the clock, they really didn't move the ball down the field. I mean, they had one long completion, 30-something yards, I believe. But other than that, they really didn't move the ball, but they just sat on it for a good portion of the first half.
Well, the Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to go into, well, they're not even going to go into the locker room. They're going to stay out here on the field as they get some direction from the coaching staff. And we want to thank you for joining us here at halftime with the Sterlington Physical Therapy Halftime Show. Sterlington Physical Therapy, located at 8649 Highway 165 North. Call Craig for any appointment that you need. 318-235-9326. That's 318-235-9326 to set up your appointment today. I want to thank the fine folks at Sterlington Physical Therapy for sponsoring halftime tonight. And Eagles are going to have a 21-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break from here in Tallulah. Invite you to come back and join us for maybe some scores from around the area, although
not many games going on.
Not a lot going on tonight. It's Thursday night.
We'll try to get stats. How's that?
There we go. We'll get the stats from the first half.
And I think the Cowboys are playing too. So
watch maybe a Cowboy score.
Yeah,
if anybody cares about that at all.
Or if anybody scores.
Good evening once again, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
want to thank everybody for tuning in to Ouachita Christian Football on the Ouachita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
Forsyth Family Medical
Hey,
Clinic
sports
with
fans,
Angela
this is
Hamby.
Ashton
Here's what
Smith with
patients have to
Shelter
say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high, humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine here on Darbone Lake, 110 Old Highway 15 in Farmerville, Louisiana. We have all your needs to have a great day on the water. From bass fishing, we carry a full line of products and services. Come check out our impressive lineup of Ranger bass boats, pontoon boats, and aluminum boats as well. Give me a call today, 318-368-8922. Ludwig Marine would like to say go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm Home and Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt. Surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreher Contracting in Bastrop.
Start smiling today with Neela Dental. Whether you need general dentistry, dental implants, or a cosmetic touch-up, Neela Dental is here to give you the confidence to smile strong and healthy. They offer state-of-the-art treatments with everything performed in-house in 2 convenient locations, Tower Drive in Monroe and Highway 2 in Farmerville. Feeling nervous about your visit? No worries. Neela Dental offers sedation options tailored just for you. So why wait? Start smiling today and visit neeladental.com. Neela Dental would like to wish OCS the best this season. Go Eagles!
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It was a legal procedure
Okay.
against the Jaguars. The Eagles elected to get him to re-kick, and that's going to be a painful penalty.
Yep.
As they did get away with a nice kick and a very limited return. It looks like the Eagles are going to back them up another 5 and have them re-kick it again.
Yeah, they kicked it straight out of bounds, and instead of taking it at the 38, now they're going to kick off from their own 30-yard line.
Jude Turner, to tell you that he is probably a dangerous return man would be an understatement. I think he's a very dangerous return man. Jude gets in the open field. He can cause you a lot of problems with his size and his speed. The one thing that we have to say at this juncture of the season is opponents have only scored 6 points.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of kicks. So we hadn't seen Jude return one in a while. This is going to be an end-over-end kick. It's going to be a very returnable kick. Caught at the 25-yard line. Turner's
goodness.
across the 40.
Oh.
He's going to be dropped at about midfield, but a nice job of returning the kick that time by Jude Turner. As Turner's going to get the Eagles great field position at let's call it midfield, a gain of 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, on the first kickoff, we would have had the ball right around the 27-yard line. On the second one, right around the 38. But good choice by the coaching staff to decline both of those and have them re-kick and get the ball right.
You see a lot of guys run these things side to side. I don't think Jude. That was about as north-south as it gets.
Yeah, he's like he's on the track. He's like a train on the track.
First down and 10 for the Eagles, midfield. Vadrine in the shotgun, calls for the ball, turns, hands this one to Leonard. Now Leonard's got some running room. Now he's across the 40. Now he's across the 35, across the 30, across the 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. No flags. And Macon Leonard is going to take that one 50 yards. I don't even have to have Donnie do the math for me on that one because it's on the 50-yard line. He takes it 50 yards. Daniel, we talked about it at the beginning, right before the kickoff, that, hey, the Jaguars have done a pretty good job limiting explosive runs, especially out of Macon, and immediately he houses it.
Well, the defense kind of over-pursues there, and Macon gets in behind him, and nobody grabbed him that time and held him up, so he's able to find his hole, hurdle a player, and finish the run.
Gavin on for the extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. A good hold that time by Patrick Turpin. And the Eagles increase their lead now, 28-0.
Kind of the ideal start to the half there.
18 seconds off the clock, and the Eagles already put 7 more on the board.
About half of that was errant kicks that had to be re-kicked.
Yep. Well, an illegal procedure on one kick, a kick out of bounds, and then the Eagles managing to do it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try. We're going to cross our fingers and hope McQuillan was able to work his magic. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing down there, Mike?
Let me just tell you.
All right, here we go.
In the 80s, I was the Brandon McQuillan of electronics because I could set a VCR.
Oh.
Now, it has since passed me by, and I have to have help getting these things, pushing these buttons on all this equipment.
We do too.
So,
well, in all fairness, Mike, there's a lot of buttons.
There is. There is.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Patrick Turpin is going to sky kick this one down around the 35-yard line, and the Jaguars with a very valiant effort on the return. Again, a good return that time for Madison as their returner decides, hey, I'm going to go north and south too. He's going to pick up 11 yards on the return, and the Jags will have the football at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like Brock Abels with a good tackle on the kickoff. Nice hit by Brock to limit the return, the damage on the return. But Jaguars have a pretty decent field position. Not a bad return.
First down and 10 for Madison as they have their first possession of the night here in the opening minutes of tonight's third quarter. The Jags come to the line. Their quarterback is number 2. Again, we want to apologize if you're tuning in late. We don't have a roster from the folks here at Madison. So it is going to be first down and 10 for the Jags at their own 37-yard line. Quick throw out in the flat, and I don't think that's how the Jags drew that one up, because he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So it's going to bring up second down and 10. 11 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Third quarter sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats for all your tailgating needs and catering. Call Randall today, 318-388-2278. We want to thank our third quarter sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. Quick throw out in the flat that time. Caught by the receiver, gain of 3 yards on the play. Daniel, going to bring up a big third down here for the Jaguars in their opening possession here in the second half.
Yeah, Patrick Turpin in a cornerback and on the coverage there. Nice tackle by Patrick.
Jags will look to the sideline for the play call. 2 receivers, left to right. The Jags are traveling from left to right on your radio dial. Traveling with the wind tonight. Good snap from center. Quarterback looks to throw. He throws this one out in the flat. Got a little bit of space out there, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Ooh.
As the Jaguars are going to pick up good yardage.
That'll move the chains.
And they're going to move the chains. It is going to be a gain of 11 yards on the play. Enough for a first down for Madison. As they get into Eagle territory, they'll spot this at the Ouachita Christian 49.
Yeah, Eli Red coming up to make the hit. That pass was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. It was a forward pass. Eli Red playing this cornerback on our near side. Goes up to make the tackle, over pursues just a little bit, allows the receiver to get outside and pick up that first down.
1st and 10 for Madison, the Eagle 49. Good snap from center. This ball is going to have some air under. He's got a receiver downfield. It's going to be incomplete.
Well thrown ball.
Oh, no. The Jags acting like that one was caught, but, I think he may have fooled a lot.
Yeah.
He fooled a lot of people, but he didn't fool the referee as he caught that one on one hop, right? As soon as it hit the ground, it branded right back in his arms. But, boy, he had a step on the Eagle defender that time.
Pretty well thrown ball.
A very well thrown ball. Just a little bit too much air under it, but it is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Good coverage that time, but a little less air on that one, and that would have been a problem.
Yeah, that was going to require a perfect throw, and it was close to being a perfect throw.
2nd down and 10 for the Jaguars. Ball at the Eagle 49-yard line. Jags with 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. 1 running back in the backfield with their quarterback. Low snap.
Oh,
that one's almost going to be fumbled. The Jags are going to elude some of the Eagle pursuit. And I think number 14 is going to wish he would have stayed outside on that one. It had a little bit of a seam, but decided to dip it back in. He's going to pick up, well, he's actually going to lose 4 yards on the play. A really bad snap that time handled by the Jags. And that loss is huge for them now, as it's going to put them back in their end of the field at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, something went awry there. The snap rolled back there. I don't think it was a direct snap to the running back, but that's what it ended up being as he tried to pick it up. But the Eagles able to get through the line of scrimmage and make contact with him. Eli Gray from the linebacker position coming in to finish that play off.
The Jags have been living by two by two. Now they're going to go 3 receivers to the left. Quick throw out in the flat. And this receiver is going to do what he can. He's going to pick up good yardage on that side of the field. Some good blocking downfield by the Jaguar receivers. Daniel, maybe one of those plays where they were setting up the 4th down play. They picked up 7, so a much more manageable gain. A much more manageable 4th down and 7 for the Jaguars. Again in Eagle territory at the Eagle 46. 4th and 7.
No hesitation. Saw the coach, I think Coach Washington just waved his hand as soon as they spotted that ball and told him we're going.
Okay, so again, they get out of the 2-by-2 formation, 2 receivers left, 2 right, and go with trips right. Trips left last time with a quick screen. And, and the hard count didn't fool any Eagles, but it caught a Jag.
It did.
It's going to be a false start on Madison as they'll lose 5 yards on the play. And now you're going to be looking at 4th and 11.
Hunter Traxler at the rover position was feigning the blitz. And as when the hard count went, he backed up off the line, and I think that's what kind of prompted the offensive lineman to jump. So now they'll punt.
4th down and 12 for Madison. Back in their own territory at their own 49-yard line. Patrick Turpin is going to be deep for the Eagles. Patrick's had to handle 3 punts tonight. Hadn't returned any of them so far. Jags running on. A late member of the special teams. Good snap from center. Their punter's going to kick this one straight up in the air. Turpin's not going to have a chance at this one either.
What is the flag?
And now we're going to have a penalty marker on the play. And this one?
That was about as far away from the ball as.
I don't think there was an Eagle defender anywhere in the vicinity.
So it can't be holding.
And it wasn't thrown on the line of scrimmage, so impossible for them to tell if somebody jumped off sides. But we'll have to wait. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, you see anything down there?
No, that was away from the ball. I'm over here where the ball went out of bounds. I didn't see what happened on that unless there was some kind of alignment issue.
Well, we'll have to wait. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. And we're going to have to wait.
Well,
wait for a call here.
He's talking, but he's not signaling. The only thing that I saw was that the punt team never really got set. But that would be a dead ball if they weren't set. And
so we'll have an official referee's going to give us interesting crew tonight, Daniel. They usually mark off the yardage and get the whole thing taken care of. Personal foul.
Yeah, personal foul.
Against the Eagles.
Well, I guess anytime a flag's thrown that far away, it was
you know what's
going to
happen on that
roughness.
is it looks like the Jags are going to keep the offense on the field and be the beneficiaries of a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is.
I think it was Aiden Eldridge that just now
it is going to happen after the ball was punted. So now the Eagles do maintain possession. They have their offense on the field, but the Eagles will have the ball. That's going to be a big penalty as now it'll pin the Eagles back at around their 20-yard line.
Okay.
So they'll mark it off after the ball went out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 20-yard line. 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Ouachita Christian leads this game 28-0. Big 50-yard touchdown run for Macon Leonard the last time the Eagles had the ball. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Again, they go with Leonard, and this time he's going to get met at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be no gain. Made it to the line and no more. So it's going to be 2nd down now and 10.
Man, this defensive front for the Jaguars has made for some tough sledding. Of course, last possession, Macon breaks one, but other than that, we've had a tough time, running between the tackles.
Well, when you look at their 2 defensive guards, they have some size and they are pretty athletic. And as you and I have noted several times tonight, they've got a linebacker that runs sideline to sideline. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Gets this one to Leonard, and he's got some more running room. And he's still up, and it looks like he's going to have enough yardage that time for a community pharmacy 1st down. Gain of 11 yards on the play.
Yeah, pretty good blocking by the offensive line on the outside there, Macon able to read those blocks, get upfield, and move the sticks for the 1st down. So great job by the Eagle offense there.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. 6 minutes and 58 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles lead 28-0. Vadrine brings the offense out. 1 receiver split wide to his right, 2 to his left. Leonard joins him in the shotgun. Eagles traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Vadrine gets a good snap from center. Play action, looks to throw. Oh my goodness. In and out of the hands of a Madison defender. He had a bead on that pass and unable to secure the ball. And I will tell you this, Daniel, if he secures it, there was a lot of green artificial turf in front of him.
Extremely dangerous throw, maybe a misread by Luke there. But the defender just kind of sat there, and the ball comes his way, unable to hang on to the interception.
2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the shotgun, turns, hands this one to Leonard. He's got some running room. He's across the 45 and going to be upended just shy of the 40-yard line, and he is a little slow to get up, but he hops up. A gain of 8 yards on the play. You mentioned he's had a nagging groin injury, and the Eagles are going to bring him over to the sideline.
Yeah, that's yeah, he's had tough runs tonight too. I mean, he's carried the ball, I don't know, probably 15, 16 times, and it has been tough runs. Of course, he's broken a couple of them, but that one right there, man, it was tough. Took a pretty good lick.
3rd down and 2 for the Eagles, and it looks like we're going to have a 6-minute timeout. All timeouts brought to you by Campbell & House, attorneys at law. Don't get played. Call Wade. 318-855-0285. Again, that's 318-855-0285. This timeout and all timeouts brought to you by Campbell & House, attorneys at law. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How we doing, Mike?
Well, they're running the defense to stop that run, and the 50-yarder that he broke was a little bit of a counterplay. They lined up to run it left, but then gave it on the backside, and it was wide open. So if they do that again, there should be some good yardage again.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. Okay. Ball at their own 40-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield with Vadrine, Leonard, and Turner. Good snap from center. They go with Macon. He's across the 40. Now he's across the 45, the 50, the 45. Ooh. Hurdles one man across, still on his feet at the 40. Explosive run that time from Macon Leonard, the senior running back. And we got a penalty on the play. I'll tell you what, could be a little bit of some sloppy play on the part of both of these football teams, but a lot of laundry going down on the field tonight.
Yeah, a lot of laundry. I was looking at the offensive line on that snap, and they got a really good push on that Jaguar defense. Kind of built a wall for Macon to run around. Easy yards, and he extends the play with the hurdle. That's the 3rd time he's hurdled a player tonight. Man. But that was behind where the tackle was made, usually an indication of holding.
I will say these officials do a great job of conferencing.
Yeah.
They're not going to make a call in a hurry.
No flag.
They're going to wave this flag off. So the Eagles are going to have a great run that time from Leonard, as he was able to pick up 25 yards on the play. And again, more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down.
And on cue, that's why they have those conferences. So they throw a flag, they talk about it. Hey, pick up the flag. Eagles pick up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Jaguar 35. 2 receivers split wide to the right. 2 left. One of those receivers is Jude Turner. Leonard in the shotgun with Luke. Good snap from center. They keep it on the ground, and Macon's going to get tripped up again. Well, guess who?
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
Number 52. He continues to make plays. A gain of 2 yards on the play, and he has been a thorn in the Eagle offensive side. He plays sideline to sideline with a motor. Gain of 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. It looked like one of those plays where Macon had a lot of daylight, but he couldn't get past that initial defender.
That's not the first time we've seen that tonight, though. It's happened 6 or 7 times.
2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. 2 running backs in the backfield with Vadrine. Luke calls for the ball, sets his feet and throws. Got a receiver. That was going to be complete to Boyan. Boyan across the 20. He's going to be run out of bounds right outside the 15-yard line, but it is going to be inside the Washam Agency red zone, and it's going to be more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down. A gain of 16 yards on the play.
Yeah, Cam with a nice inside move.
Good throw that time.
Yeah, great throw, good post, and also good catch. And Cam takes it and then spins it back to the outside to pick up those additional yards. And, the Eagles find themselves in the red zone.
Vadrine in the shotgun. 1st down and 10 at the Madison 17-yard line. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Leonard. Leonard's at the 10, the 5, close to making his way in. But he's going to be brought down just inside the 10-yard line. Depends on the spot. They'll put it at the 4-yard line. A gain of 13 yards on the play and another good run from Macon Leonard and another Community Pharmacy first down inside the Washam Agency red zone. First down and goal at the 4.
I got to tell you, earlier Mike mentioned down the sideline that, Macon really needs to hit these holes with some explosiveness, and right there, I think that's what he was talking about. Good job by Macon hitting that hole and exploding to get down close to the end zone.
The drain in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Macon, and he's going to have penetration in the backfield, and the Eagles are going to lose yardage. As a matter of fact, they're going to lose 3.
Man, they are. I don't know. They're doing something on the defensive line that is just creating problems, and they're getting through our offensive line. And some plays we do a great job of blocking and holding those blocks and opening up a place for our guys to run. But sometimes, like that, for example, there were 3 or 4 people in the backfield immediately.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. Second and goal from the 8. Vadrine in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Leonard joins him in the gun. Luke's going to keep this one on himself, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. Looks like they'll drop him and spot it at about the 3. So it's going to be a gain of 5 yards on the play and bring up third down and goal here for the Eagles.
Yeah, so the Eagles, here they come. They're bringing 2 tight ends into this set, and the playbook kind of opens up. I mean, they're gonna go for a touchdown and broke right here.
Number 7, Cooper Russell. Definitely looks like a tight end.
Yes, he is. And so they've got Ridge Coates, who goes into the tackle position on the left side. They go double tight end on the right side.
Vadrine in the shotgun. Calls for the ball. Gives this one to Leonard. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Macon will take it in from 4 yards out and add to the Eagle lead.
Yeah, Macon with the second touchdown on the night. Last week he had 4
I will tell you,
touchdowns.
I will tell you this. It's been a while since I've said this one, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. The Eagles just basically destroyed the what would be the left side of the Madison defensive line. I could have scored. If you would have handed it to me, I go in with that one.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they just overload. They overloaded that side and really opened it up for Macon to get in the end zone.
Extra point attempt is up, and it's good as Patrick Turpin splits the uprights and adds to the Eagle lead now, 35-0. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, you're a former offensive lineman. I got to tell you, it's rare that I say I could have scored, but I'm telling you, I could have taken that one in.
Well, he did break the arm tackle with number 52 on that one.
Well, then I would have broken an arm tackle.
So what Madison is doing, they're overloading the normal side that we're going to run to based on alignment. And the 2 long runs that Macon had on that drive were that counter play that he scored on in the first part of the quarter. Slipped out the backside and was able to pick up a lot of yards right there. So when you've got 9 within 5 yards of the ball on defense and you're blocking them with 6, you've got to have some kind of wrinkle to get past that wave of defenders.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Gavin will tee this one up at the 40. And this is going to be a directional sky kick. It'll come down around the 20-yard line.
You know what happens when you run sideways.
I always know what happens when you run sideways. It is one of my what would you call it, a pet peeve of mine. That is it's not what we do when we return kicks and punts. We do not run sideline to sideline.
I got to tell you, though, when that kick goes straight up in the air like that and you're all by yourself and you look up and you've got everybody bearing down on you, you're like, okay, I don't want to run into that tidal wave, so I'm going to try to run around it, and it never works out.
Well, as directional as he's capable of kicking it, and what he's doing tonight is he's pinning you. You've got a choice. You can go out of bounds, or you can try to make your way through the mass of humanity that is the Eagle kickoff coverage.
Yeah, but that hurts.
It does. It does. It is going to bring up first down and 10 for the Jags. They've had a little bit of success throwing the ball deep, and I would not be surprised if they don't dial up the deep ball again. Now, this is something we haven't seen. The bunch formation.
Okay. Yeah.
Madison's gone with twins left and twins right.
Oh, they got a personnel issue, though.
And maybe the bunch formation is going to cause them some personnel problem issues.
Well, they've been in a spread formation. I mean, they've been trying to widen the field. They've been all the way on the numbers on each side all night. And, you know, like you said, had some success throwing the ball deep, but still 0 points on the board.
They're going to take a quick Campbell and House Attorney at Law timeout. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ouachita Christian 35. Madison 0. Jags been unable to put it on the board. Daniel, they've moved the ball between the 30 and 30 pretty well, just unable to really get anything going consistently. Penalties, miscues, and big plays by the Eagle defense have slowed them down.
Sure enough, they had the 36-yard completion in the first half, and that's their longest play by a pretty wide margin, I think. And
we'll tell you this: if you look down on the sideline right now, the number 52 for the Jags has been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, his hamstring looks like it's.
Yeah, he's getting a little medical attention right now.
But he's still up on his feet. Hopefully he'll get his helmet back because he is a fun player to watch. He has been wreaking havoc, but hopefully he's okay.
1st and 10 for the Jags. They keep this one on the ground. The running game, and this is the first time tonight. Oh, and that is yeah, they're going to catch that one too. The Eagles are going to be guilty of a face mask that time. You and I could see that one from here. Nice job of establishing what looked to be a pretty good running lane that time for Madison. And one of the Eagle defenders able to reach out and unfortunately got a piece of the face mask. That's going to cost the Eagles 15 yards.
Yeah, pretty well designed play there. I mean, good blocking up front, and the Eagles had to chase him down. And, yeah, like you said, an inadvertent face mask.
So the Eagles are going to get hit with 15 yards, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Madison at their own 41-yard line.
A lot of penalties tonight, man. A lot of both sides of the ball.
And you know what? In that case, that's not a referee thing.
No, that's right. That's right.
You know? 1st down and 10, Madison, ball at their own 41-yard line. And
I think we were in the neutral zone.
It's actually going to be a false start against the Jags. As soon as you said a lot of penalties, another penalty.
Yeah, the only one I disagree with was the onside kick. That's the only one that I can say I adamantly disagree with. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. How many penalties do you think? 25?
It's going to be a lot.
Between the two teams?
It's going to be a lot. That's the thing, too. You know, that I have to tell you, that thing must have hit 4 times before it took a big hop. But in any case, 1st down and 15. The Jags hit with a 5-yard penalty for the false start. Ball now back at their 36-yard line. Good snap from center. Play action. Good throw this time by the quarterback for the Jags. We're going to miss a tackle, and that's going to result in a nice gain that time for Madison. Complete to number 8, and it's going to set up 2nd down. Gain of 11 on the play, but when you're looking at 1st and 16, you're still going to be stuck with 2nd and 5. They'll put this football at the Jag 47.
Yeah, something the Eagles have been doing tonight is they've been taking their starting offensive lineman, Micah Mosier. There's Jackson Mann out there. Stacey Shaw's out there. So we've been seeing our offensive line. John Turner playing on the defense side of the ball. That's not going anywhere.
Well, when you run the fake to the running back through the same hole that your quarterback's going to try and take it, you basically have lured the defense into that same place.
Yeah,
you probably want to lure them there and go the opposite way, but in that case, the Jags try to follow it up, and they're going to lose 2 yards on the play. So now you're going to be looking at 3rd down and 7. Ball at the Jags 45-yard line. 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Good snap from center. Quick throw out in the flat. Again, that one's going to be called.
Good tackle.
Nice open field tackle that time by Melton. But it is going to be close to a 1st down. But unfortunately, or fortunately in either case, that is going to be the last play here in the third quarter as the Jags will start the 4th quarter. 4th and 1 at midfield. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, looks like these Eagles have kind of gotten things going here in the 4th quarter to bump our second half to bump the lead to 35-0. Got to finish this thing strong here in quarter 4.
Yeah, we're getting pressure on the quarterback. He's making some decent throws, but we got to tackle. We're playing off of him a little bit, giving him the underneath, which is standard for defense. But when we go up to make the tackle, they're shaking us and getting another few yards. So it's 4th and 1 here, and hopefully we don't jump off sides.
Mike, I got to tell you too, I think that's going to be really good playing these games like this for us and our secondary to get a chance to start gauging. You know, sometimes you don't need the big hit, right? You just need to be in position to make the tackle. And, you know, these some of the teams we're playing right now don't have quite the caliber receiver we're going to see later in the season that could really make you pay for a missed tackle.
I think tonight is a really good learning experience on some things that we probably will see later on in the year. In a lot of areas. So.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 4th down and 1. Good snap from center. Their quarterback looks to run this one, and it is not going to happen. As the Eagles sniff that one out, it's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, there's Cooper Russell again with a great tackle in the backfield. Eagles do a good job right there on defense, recognizing and going with the flow of the play and getting through the blockers and really nowhere to go for the quarterback on the keeper there.
Cooper Russell from time to time conjures up images of number 33.
Yeah, I mean.
An unblockable force
he
that
is.
seems to be around the football every time you need a big defensive play.
That's right. Different kind of physique.
Totally different.
But still super effective, especially from the middle linebacker position. Usually, the last couple of years, our middle linebacker position has been more of a run stopper. They kind of crash and they crash the line. But Cooper crashes the line, but he's still able to range.
He's
playing
sideline to sideline. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Jaguars 47. Leonard's got some running room. He's going to have more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down as he breaks a couple of tackles and finds a soft spot in the Jag defense. Picked up 11 yards on the play, and the Eagles moving the ball. Now the Eagles here in the 4th quarter, left to right. A little limp, noticeable limp from Macon Leonard. Stays in the game. Call for the ball. This one goes to Leonard again. He plants his outside leg, moves upfield. He's across the 30. Now he's across the 20 before he's run out of bounds.
He takes a lick.
On the far side of the field. Takes a big shot, probably several yards out of bounds. The flag is thrown, and that's definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Jaguars.
That's going to put the ball around the 6 or 7 yard line.
A gain of 23 yards. Leonard puts together a couple of nice runs back to back to set the Eagles up with great field position and an opportunity inside the Washam Agency red zone.
Yeah, man, you got to admire his.
It is a personal foul. It does go against the Jags, and they are going to mark this one off.
Yeah, you got to admire his. His durability. You know, you mentioned the limp. Then he gets the ball right back and has a nice run, takes a big lick, and what really good night for Macon. Tough night for Macon, but he's doing a great job, kind of toting the ball for this Eagle offense.
Looks like he'll get a breather here, as Turner will slip into the role of the A-back. 1st down and goal for the Eagles at the Jag 5. Good snap from center. This one goes to Turner, and good luck with that truck.
Yeah.
Jude Turner's going to take that one in from 5 yards out, and I will say this. Both of those Jaguar defenders, well, they had a shot at him, and I think they elected to.
That's a business decision right there.
Live another day. As Turner takes it in from 5 yards out, almost unscathed. Gavin on to attempt the extra point. Turpin to hold. Add to this Eagle lead. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up.
Ooh.
And it's good. As the Eagles add to their lead now, 42-0. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, I know you're right down there on the sideline. I can see where you're at right now. There's no way that you couldn't help but see that Jude was able to get past the first line of defense. It looked like maybe a free safety in a corner had a chance to come up and make a big hit on him.
They decided that he's going to go in whether through me or just past me.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, Lord.
To take the past me and turned away and let him, go right on it.
Man, he runs, Mike, with forward body lean. He gets his pads out over his. I mean, he is a lot to deal with if you're a small defensive back. I mean, that's quite a bit. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Gavin will tee this one up at the 40. He's kicked off about 50 different ways tonight.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what he comes up with here, but I think this might go deep. It's going to be a
Screamer.
low line
Boom.
drive, and
Oh my goodness.
this could be a problem.
Yep. Don't
Across the 40, now across the 35. Turpin is going to make chase. And they're going to run him out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Now, if you want to try and keep a shutout on the books, this Eagle defense is going to have to rise up. Great return that time. You got to give credit where credit's due.
You do.
That was a low line drive shot. The kickoff return covers 71 yards. And that low liner, in all fairness, it was kicked low and hard, but it turned out to be, a really nice setup that time for the return man as he takes it 71 yards. And down to, well, it looks like they'll rule him out of bounds. I thought it was closer to the 5, but it looks like the 9.
He bobbles the catch, and that almost worked in his favor because by the time he picks it up, the Eagle defense is just running down the field, and they over-pursue. Yeah, that's right. They're over-committed, and he finds a lane right up the middle, and, Gavin makes a valiant effort, kind of slows him down a little bit, and I think it was number 49. Who's number 49 with the tackle?
First down and goal for the Jags. And Madison is going to take a Campbell and House attorney at law timeout. Campbell and House don't get played. Call Wade. 318-855-0285. Eight minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the football game. Fourth quarter sponsor, the Fat Doctor. Physician monitored weight loss program offering weekly accountability and support under Dr. Davin Spires. They use a 3-pronged approach consisting of a ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, and exercise to get you to a healthier new you. Weight loss medications are now available as an option as well. Find them on social media under the Fat Dr. Monroe, or give them a call today, 318-503-4441. That's the fourth quarter sponsor, the Fat Doctor. Dr. Davin Spires. I want to thank the Fat Doctor for sponsoring Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics. First down and goal. Deepest penetration of the night for Madison. Quarterback rolls out. He's going to feel some immediate pressure. He's going to unload this one. And it's going to be a nice gain on the play. Gain of 4 yards, so it's going to be right at the 4-yard line, or maybe the 5. It'll be second and goal for Madison at the Eagle 5. The Jaguars trying to find some way to put points on the board.
Hunter Traxler breathing down the neck of the quarterback right there. He gets rid of it. Good job getting rid of it. Rich Coates makes a tackle on the sideline.
Hunter Traxler actually made a really good decision. I think Hunter actually knew he could have reached out and grabbed for the horse collar, and he left it alone.
Yep.
Second down and goal for Madison at the Eagle 5.
Overload. Look at that.
Good snap from center. Oh my. You do not want. Wow. You got to block number 7.
You got to. You got to.
Cooper Russell is going to get into the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play. I just have to tell you, you've got to find a way to get somebody to block number 7 because he is very difficult to deal with in the backfield. Russell is going to drop their quarterback for a 5-yard loss, and now you're going to be looking at third and goal from the 10, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to take another Campbell and House attorney at law timeout.
Well, during this timeout, I do want to say, it's we are missing a cornerback, and who has not been able to play this season, and Barrett Freeland Sr., who's he's at the Mayo Clinic right now, and undergoing he's going through some stuff, and so enjoyed seeing him out there last year. He played special teams, rotated in at quarterback, and I know Barrett, great kid. I had him in class was that last year or 2 years ago? But man, just a great kid, great student, also a really good football player. So I don't know all the details of what he's going through, but I do hope for
and you know what?
speedy
We don't
recovery.
need to. All we need to know is that he's not out there on that field, and he wants to be.
Yep.
So, Barrett, we're going to send you all of our best from here in Tallulah, Louisiana, wishing you were here.
Yep.
And we're going to wish you get well soon. The Jaguars look to throw this football, and that is going to not be there. So it's going to bring up 4th down and goal. And we know, Barrett, there's so many people involved with the Ouachita Christian football team that are praying for you. And we know that you are on prayer lists all over our community. And we want to wish you and your family all of our best as we hope you're tuning in tonight. And if you are, we're sending you our best from here at Madison High School. Get well soon, Barrett. Hang in there, bud.
Yep.
Well, it comes down to this for the Jags. 4th down and goal at the Eagle 10. If they want to put any points on the board tonight, this is probably going to be the best chance they have. 4th down and goal. The Jags line up with 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. They send 1 man in motion. Call for the ball. Good snap. Looks to throw, incomplete.
Yeah, he got a head start there.
And the Eagles are going to take over on downs.
Big return set them up in really good field position, although we reached the 40-point threshold, and it's 42-0, so the clock is rolling right now. But the Eagles do a good job. Stand tall, keep the Jaguars out of the end zone.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Leading this game now 42-0.
And what about this weather, though, tonight?
Oh, come on, man. It's fantastic.
It is.
Mike Gray's getting to be down there in it, too. And, not always is it a benefit to be down there, but tonight, he's got a better gig than we do. So it looks like we got an officials timeout, and it is going to be an officials timeout for the 6-minute hydration break. Let's go down to the sideline and talk with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, you don't always get the better of this thing, but tonight you got us beat.
It is very nice down here. No mosquitoes because it's a turf field. I'm enjoying it. And that is officially the last hydration timeout for 2023.
Oh,
there we go.
October.
Yep.
That's right.
We no longer have the mandatory 6-minute hydration timeout.
Hey, Mike, and I tell you, good to see that Eagle defense stepping up too. I know these shutouts are important to those guys on that side of the ball.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Looks like number 19.
Yeah.
Luke Vadrine is going to stay in the game. Good snap from center. And he is going to hand this one off. A nice run that time on the far side of the field. Tough to make out the number, but it is going to be number 32. That's Jude Turner, but nice run that time. But
flag on field.
Maybe another penalty. A gain of 15 yards on the play. Timeout taken by the officials for an injured player there.
Yeah, I think that there may have been a frog splash after he was tackled.
Well, let's see. Well, the young man is actually being carried off by one of the coaches. And I will tell you, he's not one of the smaller players.
No,
and that coach has carried him probably 30 yards so far without breaking stride.
Man.
That is.
I hope he's all right.
I hope he's all right, too. That's a heck of a job by an assistant coach. As he scooped him up and got him over here to the sideline in a hurry. So it is going to be enough for a 1st down. We're still waiting on the official, so it's going to be 1st down Ouachita Christian. I didn't exactly see what the call was on the play, but It's of the 15-yard variety.
Yeah.
Could have possibly been a face mask on the far. Let's go down to Mike Gray at Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, did you see the call on that one?
Yeah, the defensive back came up and cut the blocker, and you can't do that away from the line of scrimmage.
I got you. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Eagles traveling from left to right. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the game.
Oh, here we go.
And, you know, we're going to run a play. It's always an opportunity for a penalty.
Yeah.
And it's going to be encroachment against the Jaguars.
Yeah,
It's going to cost them 5 yards. So first down and 5 for the Eagles.
Yeah, the right defensive end just gets a little too antsy over there and steps across the line of scrimmage. And
first down and 5 for the Eagles.
my goodness, the flags tonight.
At the Jag 44, or at their own 44-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun. Turner joins him in the gun. Good snap from center. Turner gets this one. Turner's across the 50.
Watch out.
Now he's across the 45. Now he's across the 35. Still on his feet.
Running backwards.
He's still on his feet before he's hemmed up and dropped
Oh,
at
my
the
goodness.
30-yard
Bodies everywhere.
Well, I mean, that guy leaves a mangled mess of folks in his wake most of the time. And that time, I mean, there were just people trailing behind. It is going to be a great run that time by Turner. He picks up 30 yards on the play, and that's going to be more than enough for an Eagle first down. And I got to tell you, I'd like to see, and maybe that's what this timeout is, it's going to be another Campbell and House attorney at law timeout, and maybe we're going to start seeing some fresh faces.
Well, we've got a couple on the outside. I saw Maddox Fitzhugh in, rotating in at receiver, but we've got our starting offensive line, Jude.
Starting quarterback and two starting running backs as well.
Yeah, let's
you're up 42-0 with 4 minutes left to play in the ball game. I think
4.5, yeah.
But, you know, that's why, you know. Yeah. That's why, you know, I'm.
Hey, I can watch Jude Turner run the ball all night.
Well, so can I. I mean, and that's basically, I mean, you know, you want to end this thing, that's exactly what you can do, is give it to him about 3 more times.
Yeah, the problem is, though, you need him at that fullback position, too, you know.
Well, it's going to be first down and 10 after that punishing run, dragging defenders with him. It is going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles at the Jaguar 31-yard line.
Well, maybe let's see. Gavin's in the huddle. He's going back to the sideline. Would have been a good chance to let him try a 49-yarder.
Eagles send the starters back on the field.
Yeah, Eli Gray's in. Looks like he's gonna play fullback when Jude's at the A-back position.
First down and 10 at the 31. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. He's going to roll. He's got – oh, there we go.
There we go. 52-yarder coming
All right, now – oh, he was setting it up.
Yes.
No wonder he kept the starters in. Anybody can't do that, right? Here we go.
That might be what was going on.
Here we go.
Trying to set him up with the long one here.
All right, so Donnie, we're going to have to wait to do the math on this one. DH is going to have to set up. This is a bomb.
This is a bomb. He's got a little wind.
Got a little wind with him.
Not like it was at the beginning of the game.
That's going to be 52 yards. This has got to be a career long. He's had trouble with some of these long ones in the launch angle. I feel like if he could just relax.
Last week, though.
Just relax and let it go.
Yeah.
52 yards. Good snap. Good hold.
Oh,
I don't
think
know.
He's left. Yep.
No good. He had the leg
had
on that one, and unfortunately it sailed on him, so it's going to be no good. And the Jags will take over here. Got 3 minutes and 20 seconds and the clock rolling. Madison, with their best opportunity to score a little while ago, got down inside the Eagle 10-yard line, Daniel, and just couldn't punch it in. But I will tell you this, if you can't find a way to keep Cooper Russell out of your backfield, it's going to be very difficult to score.
There's one way to do it.
Block him.
Well, either that or get him off the field.
That's
so
true.
We'll see our second unit come in. And
that's exactly what we're seeing now. A lot of fresh faces on this Eagle defense. It's good to see them out there.
Secondary is still intact for the most part. Most of your subs are coming in at linebacker, defensive line.
First down and 10 for Madison. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Kick traveled into the end zone. They'll take it at the 20. This pass is going to be
alligator arms. What was that?
Well, it was intended for number 1, and it looked like it'd be, thrown well enough to catch. But I think if you catch that one, you're probably going to take a shot. And they're, you know.
Yeah, but you also get close to a first down. But
well, and I will tell you this. I mean, Coach Washington was, I think, explaining the fact that, you know, hey, you need to catch the ball.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of why I have you out there.
Not a very long explanation there.
No, that was pretty.
Your receiver.
Pretty direct on that one.
Yeah.
As he sends him back onto the field. 2nd down and 10. The band's not trailing 42 to nothing.
And
good snap from center. They look to throw. This one's up in the air.
Oh,
it's going to be.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. And now we got a penalty marker on the play.
Wouldn't you know
it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer against the Eagles. The Jags are going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage there, but the clock's running. We got 1:40 left to play in the ball game. Ouachita Christian 42. Madison 0.
I got to tell you, this band is pretty loud, and but we haven't heard them very much, and that surprises me. I mean, I don't know if they, you know, it's not against the rules. We know this. It's not against the rules. They can play throughout the entire game. And earlier we had a false start on defense when they were playing, and I noticed it, and I was thinking, why are they playing every time?
Well, in all fairness, they may have just been looking for their groove. They found it.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, 15 yards. But this band is rolling now.
Yeah.
Clock running. Well, actually, the clock stopped. And now they're going to wind it. 1:40 left to play in the football game. The Jags go empty. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Jags traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Good snap from center. He looks to throw. Plants his feet.
That's big.
And that one was thrown into the middle of the field high.
I also got to tell you, you know, this is a nice facility, very nice field. But you know what? They didn't skimp on their sound system either.
Oh, no. That's Pre-game, this thing was, you can feel the boom.
The windows are rattling in this booth.
Oh, yeah, they're doing it loud in Tallulah. 2nd down and 10 for the Jags. Clock rolling with 1 minute.
Okay.
20 seconds. Clock running. Probably the last play of the game. Quick throw out in the flat. And number 24 is going to get wrapped up.
Oh.
Nice open field tackle that time by Eli Red. But they're going to rule the receiver down, and that's going to be enough for a first down, but that's not going to be enough to stop the clock as they're going to wind the clock, and that is going to be the ball game as the Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to travel to Tallulah tonight. A lot of drama to get this thing going underway. Is unsure about the power, unsure about the facilities. We're going to Monroe. We're going to play it here. As it turns out, this was a good football game tonight as the Eagles are going to win this thing 42-0. 42-0, you look at it on the scoreboard and you think, hey, you know, this was a blowout, never close, anything like that. But I will say this. The Madison Jaguars, in my opinion, Daniel, not a whole lot to hang your head about.
I agree.
These guys fought hard. They played hard, and they played all the way to the final whistle. And, you know, they made some good things happen. This is not the worst football team we played so far
I agree
this
with
season.
that 100%. Our starters were in until Gavin attempted that field goal on our last possession. We subbed a couple receivers in and out, but other than that, we kept our starters in the entire game. And, you know, I think they had a game plan, and I mentioned that. They executed it as well as they could. Their offense was not able to do anything. They had their biggest opportunity was here when they had that 71-yard kickoff return and, you know, go for it on 4th down inside the 10 and don't get it. But other than that, never really threatened to put points on the board. So credit to the Eagles defense. Really, though, I mean, the thing that you mentioned the drama before the game, there was a lot of drama during the game because there were flags on almost every other play throughout the game. I don't know how many plays each team ran, but, man, my goodness. That'll be a stat we'll have for next week.
Yeah, it's a lot of penalties. So the Eagles do come over to the Tallulah tonight, and they do exactly what they needed to do to win the football game. Probably sloppy at times, and and maybe some of those penalties, maybe just some of them just get thrown. But in any case, what you do sometimes, let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, sometimes I was telling Daniel earlier, I asked him, I said, what did Al Davis say with the Raiders? I know you know what he said.
Just win, baby.
Just win. And sometimes you've got to come over into an environment like this tonight. You got to deal with a weird stretch routine and a weird locker room routine. Are you going to Monroe? Are we coming back? Sometimes it takes a little while to get your focus back, and sometimes maybe they're not as pretty as they're designed to be, but sometimes you just need a win, and that's what the Eagles got tonight.
Well, it appears Coach Washington's in the right direction on this. These kids played
hard. Absolutely.
Played with some poise. Usually when teams are getting beat pretty bad by the second half, you do see a lot of penalties for unsportsmanlike.
Nope, not tonight.
That. They were playing hard the whole time.
Absolutely.
I was impressed with that.
I agree with you, Mike. I really do. Hey, man, thanks a lot tonight. Appreciate what you were able to do for us down there. And, hey, one of these nights, maybe we get Mike on from the start to the finish.
Hey, well.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Well,
but I will say this: we got to give some props and some love out to Brandon McQuillan and his technical savvy, because hey, we were in the ditch. We got out of the ditch. Right?
We did.
And that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to win, baby.
Well, the other thing was the wind in the first half. You could hear it on the microphone every time we went down, and it's
died
just
down
part
a
of
little
nature.
bit in the second half, right?
Yeah.
All right, you got the.
Well, I don't have the stats, but I do want to tell you this. Barrett just texted me a few minutes ago.
Uh-oh, watch out.
Yeah, gave us a big thank you, and he's ready to get back out here. And I told him, truly we are thinking about you and praying for you, and hope you're able to get back out here as soon as possible, Barrett. So I appreciate you responding, and yeah, definitely we're thinking about you. Talk about you at school all the time. So hurry up and get well, my friend.
Get well. We're praying for those doctors. They're going to find some way to get you back on your feet and ready to play some football. You hang in there, bud.
Yep.
Eagles win this one big tonight, 42-0. We're going to try and get our stuff together and get out of here as well. We're going to end this broadcast, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. As always, I want to thank Mike Gray for the Marion State Bank sideline report. Of course, this is one of those nights where DH just goes. Somebody's got to do all those penalties. Somebody's got to calculate.
He was counting this way and counting that way, and then back again.
And by the way, he does it without an abacus or any type of handheld calculating device. I don't know how he does it, but he just does it. But what we want to do is thank Donnie Haley tonight for yeoman's work, and of course, we don't get any of this done without you over here beside me. And I want to thank everybody who makes this broadcast work. Heath, Coach Q, and the boys over there on the far side of the field. We see them waving over there. You see them over there?
Yeah.
That's right. That's what's going on. And I want to thank them for bringing what I'm sure was a fantastic live stream tonight as the Ouachita Christian Eagles win tonight's contest 42-0. All right, who we got next week?
Oh, we got homecoming, buddy.
Homecoming next week, right? The Hornets.
The Hornets coming Friday night. A lot of things going on next week around campus. We've got our homecoming social this Saturday for the students. We're not having it next Saturday, and you know why we're not having it next Saturday, right?
Well, because I don't even know if I don't know if you can still register. If you can still register.
As of yesterday, you could.
As of yesterday?
Yeah,
okay, we don't want to, what we don't want to say is go register, you can register. But what we do want to know, we will tell you, is the 50th anniversary of Ouachita Christian School is coming up Saturday, October the 5th.
That's right.
And it's going to be it's going to be a great night, and there's so many people. I've had a chance to see some of the guest list, and if you're even remotely close to interested in seeing, some of what's going on at Ouachita Christian, hey, look, right now the guys are down there. They're singing the school alma mater. These are going to be people that are at the school when there was no such thing as the alma mater. There's a woman that had to write that alma mater. I happen to know her name, and it's Peggy West, who was responsible for a choir that we had back in the day called the Eagle Air. Listen, I'm not going to get into it. If you're interested,
save it.
If you're interested in spending some time with people that made Ouachita Christian what it is today, and the people that are still making it, you got a lot of young folks,
and the people that made it in the past. It's homecoming week, so we'll see a lot of those faces.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great night. But, yeah, it is October the 5th. I think it runs from 5 until 7 o'clock at night. If you are still able to, and I don't have the official word that we can or can't, hey, look into trying to register. I know there's still some spots available. Ouachita Christian wins this game big tonight. They've come
42.
over to Tallulah and beat the Madison Jaguars 42-0. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight and wish everybody a great evening. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.